I'm not going to pretend I'm innocent. In my heyday, when I was a young girl, I sort of knew my way around a straw.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, my bubble was not moving. Good morning. How is everyone? Let me make sure I'm good here. Got that? Got that? All right, we're good. Good to go. How is everyone this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Susie, Barbie, Kendra, big hair, don't care, long, cool woman. Hey, Wicked. How are you? How are you, Susie? William, good morning, my friend. Julie, and everybody listening. Good morning. I know. That's why I did it. So I knew you guys would not, excuse me, would not be expecting that. Good morning, Tony Ann. How are you this morning? How are you? So, today, my husband is home today. He is actually right now, he is doing the electrical work to hook up the thermostat that goes to my heated floor. So half of, good morning, Selfie Queen Cindy. So half of the, not half, but one side of my house has no power right now. It's a frosty morning with bad fog. That's how it was here last weekend, Barbie. It was so cold and it was kind of rainy and it was foggy until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. Did you guys enjoy Siwa's stream last night? Did you have fun? I hear somebody coming in the back door. What's up, Mr. Mac?
Hey. Sorry I'm late.
You're good. You're good. Hey, JJ. How are you?
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you feeling?
A little better. It's just high blood pressure, and I think I got a bit of well, a couple people have COVID in the family. My daughter and my mother, and so two different households have COVID. So, and I may have that coming on. I don't know. I still feel kind of crappy, but I'm gonna push through it today.
Yeah. 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 You sound like you're not 100%.
Yeah, I'm a little fatigued and tired, but I'll make it. I
Yeah.
got my coffee running right now and some cannabis rolled up, and I might be able to feel human here in a few minutes.
There you go. There you go. Well, how did you catch any of Siwa's stream from last night?
I didn't. I saw that she tagged me and you and a couple other people and invited us, but I just felt so bad last night.
Yeah.
What happened? So I saw Sly was on. I was in there for like 2 minutes, but I had such a headache. I turned it off.
Yeah. It was first it was Siwa for a little while by herself. She had to rant, and I don't blame her. Um, and then Sly came up, and I came up, and John and Jules, and we just, chilled and had fun.
See, that's good.
Yeah, Barbie, yeah. And then I jumped down at like, I don't know, like almost four hours in, I jumped down. And then they stayed on till like, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at
I
least everybody
finished
was
it
getting
this
along.
morning.
I liked that
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Barbie says, I laugh when you say so cold. Sorry, you don't know what so cold is. Last year we had 2 weeks of straight -50. No, no, no. I don't want to know what that kind of cold feels like. Good
No,
morning,
thank you.
Celia.
No, thank you. I can
No,
barely
Dee,
see.
I believe nothing Penelope says without proof. Sorry. Even though it's what she's saying is about people that I don't like, I still don't just believe her blindly without proof. Sorry. No.
You can't. You can't.
You can't. Yeah, that's it. You can't. And everybody should be that way. Some people's like, if there's something that comes out against somebody that they don't like, they just like blindly believe it, right? Without proof. But when it's something about them, they have to have you know what I'm saying? The proof. But so, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe anything. I got my booster yesterday, so I'm feeling kind of crappy. Barbie, I don't like you getting those boosters. Hey, Kendra, good morning. Hey, Michelle. I watched parts of lots of lives last night at the same time. I know Vault didn't stalk anyone. Vault doesn't live anywhere near Gatlinburg. I don't know. I could care less about her.
Well, if somebody gives you, say you take somebody's word for the information, that could be the one time that they got misinformation. So you always have to check it, because somebody that's giving you information that you trust may have bad information one time. It doesn't mean that they're trying to do it on purpose, but it happens. So you always have to check. Just, check your references. That's
Just
all.
because, yeah, I
Just a
agree.
good thing to do.
I agree.
I'm running some tea instead of coffee.
Yeah, that's probably better for you right now.
Yeah.
Do we need a poll on who's more sketchy, Penelope or Muzz in her crew? If I knew how to do polls on here, I would, but I don't know how. That's the one thing I've not seen on Restream is how to do a poll. Good morning, William. So yeah, like I said, even though it's against people that I don't care for, I still need to see proof.
Do the poll on the community tab. Do on your community tab.
Yeah, I could do it over there.
Yeah, I did some on pizza, and I had like 200 something people voting. So I mean, you get
Oh
some.
yeah,
You'll probably get more because this community is bigger than the other community. So,
right. Yeah,
but
I'll do
that's the
that.
best. See that I like doing the polls, and I've done some on people before, because basically, it's the community speaking. So you can't
Right,
argue with that. Like, this is how the community feels about you, Maria, or whoever it is.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll do one. I'll do one.
We know what the
So
result.
John really wants somebody to play that old live of his where Lilly came up and was like so weirded out from going to Terri Lynn's house. And she tells all and shows all and that live stream that she did. And he's been wanting somebody to play it. So I guess that's what we're going to do today is play that.
Do we got a bunch of people
Um,
sleeping or something? We
bunch
got
of
a bunch
people
of people.
sleeping.
They must be sleeping in today or something.
Yeah, there's not many people in here this morning. Yeah, probably. It's Friday.
Yeah, I know. Friday's normally halfway decent though, so I don't know what's
Mm-hmm.
going on. Weird. Maybe we got a bunch of people live or something. I don't know. No big deal. They'll trickle in.
Yeah, they'll come in eventually. They'll come in. Yeah. So he's been wanting somebody to play that. So I guess I'll play that today. Like I said, my husband's home and he's doing electrical work on he's hooking up the heated floors, the electrical part of the heated floors.
Oh, cool. You're gonna
So
dig those. You're really gonna dig those. I'm telling you,
oh, I
especially in the
know.
winter too.
That floor, we put concrete floor down. Well, some people have seen pictures of it, but we put concrete tiles down, and that floor is so cold. It is so cold. You like walk in there in the middle of the night, and the rest of the floor will be nice and warm, and then you get in the bathroom and step, and it's like ice cold. So we're going to enjoy that, I think. So let me get into my community tab here. Let's do a poll. Text. Let's see.
Strong tea.
We have to be careful and make sure the info is correct and true. Once it's out here, then it becomes truth on these streets, sadly. You're exactly right, Selfie Queen Sandy. You're exactly right. And like I said, even though it's against people that I don't care for, I'm still not going to take it as Bible truth, you know. Do we need who is more sketchy? Who is more sketchy? Is that spell sketchy, right? Who is more sketchy? Penelope or Muzz and through. My brain's wanting to work with my hands this morning.
Hot tea, hot tea.
All right, poll is up.
All right.
Poll is up. Hi, Squeaky Juice. Good morning. Good morning. Do you remember that one, Martin's mommy? Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Was it last week when me, John, Siwa, Amber, Jules was all on panel together for the first time? He played some of it, but I don't know. I'm going to play the beginning of it to kind of get Lily's story, and then we'll skip ahead some until like the good stuff happens. Hi, Amanda. Good morning. Yes, it's 8 here. Yeah, well, Kendra has a good point, Johnny Mac. It's only 8 a.m. on the West Coast. So
That's true.
this is my usual time too, but I don't know. People will come in or they'll watch the replay, either one. Good morning, hostile environment. Good morning. You also have chat set to 1 comment per minute. So chat will do
Oh.
Hold on. Let me go in here and look. Customize. Oh, slow mode is on. Okay. There you go. It's off. And when more people come here and the chat starts rolling more, then I'll fix it. Long Cool Woman, he was on Siwa's live last night. He's okay. He's okay. It's 9 a.m. where Susie's at. I didn't know you were live. Those notifications are hit and miss some days. I know. Some people might not even got the notification.
I did not. So let me unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I did that for somebody else yesterday and it worked. So.
Oh, cool. Okay. Good morning, Virgie. Listening at the hairdressers. That's what I did yesterday. I was listening to, who is that guy? Sungrown?
Oh, yeah.
He plays pizza. I was listening to that yesterday while I was getting my hair done. I think you're right, Princess Potato. Good morning, by the way. The reason Jen is doing her polls on her community tab is to get the engagement to put her in the algorithm. Positive Paula. Good morning. Yeah, Martin's mommy was up there last night on Siwa's too for a little while. I went to sleep 2D. After I jumped down, I went to bed and I listened to the rest of it this morning. I'm sorry, Potato. I fixed it.
Have you ever gone live on IG before?
Yeah. I did yesterday morning.
Oh.
And I did Wednesday morning and I did yesterday morning.
I'm going to try that soon. I've never done that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, on my way, that's like, you wasn't here yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I was absent yesterday.
But we were playing some of Drop the Mics live and Ann got a message from somebody. I'm actually going to replay that. And I had to, we had listened to it on Jules the other day where Ann read that comment from somebody saying that I'm going to the methadone clinic and that's the only reason that I get up that early, that I have to go every day and I'm failing drug screens and not doing my counseling and all that shit. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Amber's live. There's 100 people over there. It says last time, see y'all. Is she fucking leaving again or she better not? Damn it. Fuck, that's the truth and her bullshit. Yeah. Was the one where she had was doing the Terry time stuff. Let's see.
I have days where I want to be done with YouTube. I have those, but it's Better just go on and say,
you just have to
I
take
need a break.
breaks.
Yeah, I need a break. That's all you need to say. And everybody will understand. Believe me, that people will understand, especially content creators. But I do understand wanting to go.
Yeah.
So for the people, yeah, I take people for car rides when I go live on IG. Okay, there it is. I found it. So I'm going to replay this.
All right.
And for the people that wasn't here yesterday,
Somebody, pity for you losing your job because she wants you to kiss the bee's ass, and she can keep doing that. She can keep doing that. But you've just showed who you are as a person, who you are. You want to run with people like Sophie who tell lies, who portray me as a fucking pill addict when obviously I'm not.
you are a pill addict.
Why put that on somebody and then she goes on about recovery, how great it is? Shut the fuck up. You actually, somebody sent me a very...
I will talk about recovery until the day I fucking die because it saved my life. And if me talking about my recovery can help somebody else, it's helped a few people that's in my chat right now, then I've done my fucking job.
Look at it, right? Look at her right now. She's making sure she got all the particles off of her nose. She's wiping it clean right now. As she's talking about people being, how she's not a pill addict, look at that. She's wiping her nose. Oh, I hope I don't have any pieces hanging out of my nose. Huh? That's what she's doing. Just saying. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hope you have a great weekend, too. Who's she kidding, man? That they want to throw insults at us left and right. Methadone, Suboxone, whatever, man. I know what I heard. And what I heard, to me, in my opinion, sounded like her snorting a line. And the reason I know that is because I've been there. That's what it sounds like. She did the little pre-snort to see if the side was clear, and then the line was deployed, and she sucked it up, and then she, and with the yawning all the time, that's a sign of withdrawal. Now that's another, see how the dots are starting to connect? And the fact that she projects these insults at us, projection, there's the third dot, you know what I mean? And the line adds up and it points towards addiction. She ain't fooling nobody.
She's not fooling anybody at all because, I'm going to play this. The first, thing that I found was these clips right here. Hold on.
Right.
Sorry, I'm sniffing. I think I've got the beginning of a cold, but if you ask other people, I've probably just crushed my painkillers and stuck them up my nose.
How? One of them, in the first place, right?
Sorry.
How?
You can hear that the tone change at the end of the snort, and what you're hearing is her head lifting up and the straw pulling away from whatever surface. That's what you're hearing. That's the tone change in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then somebody had sent me a link and asked me to play it. It's an old one from March 2022 from Drop the Mic. And I was like, okay, let me listen to it. And then, we'll probably play it. Well, as I was listening to it, it was like 10 minutes in, I heard this.
I'm not going to pretend I'm innocent. In my heyday, when I was a young girl, I sort of knew my way around a straw.
So, I mean, you tell me. You tell me. All the signs are pointing towards you abuse your painkillers, as you like to call them.
So you know your way around a straw. What are you talking about? You drank a lot of milkshakes in your partying days? Is that what you're saying? I don't think so. I mean, come on. Sometimes people say things they probably shouldn't say. That's an example of saying too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said it. Own it. You know, there's a lot of us in both communities that have passed with addiction. Some people partied in it back in the day. Some people are struggling now. Some people are clean, but whatever. With a lot of us have had experience in that. It's nothing to be like, they act like it's something to be ashamed of. It's your past. It's your truth. It's you. You know, like if I didn't have the history with the addiction, I wouldn't be where I'm at and who I am today. And I wouldn't change that for anything. Just saying.
Sorry, I was talking to my husband about this stuff over here. But yeah, and then Hostile Environment says, did anyone hear Brooke defending her, saying she's been friends with her for so long and there's absolutely no way that she does that? Does she live with her? Does she live in the same country as her? Does she live in the same, I don't know if it's a state or a province or whatever over there, but she doesn't know. All she sees is what Anne wants her to see. We'll let it burn and see what it does. So yeah.
Why would she share that information? You know,
exactly.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I kind of feel like that's the live that I should be playing today instead of this one of John's. I really do. There's probably a lot she doesn't know about her friends. Exactly, Hostile Environment.
Well, play the whatever you think. Whatever you think's the better, the one you want to cover. Do the other one.
I do think that, you know, people's eyes, because I think it comes before the one that John once played. I think it comes like right before that one or right after. I don't know what the timeline was, but it was in March when the rest of them were happening. Let me see here. Let me look on my stuff here. Yeah, I'm going to finish. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play some more. This is what I was doing.
Me a very interesting message today. Somebody, and it said, hold on, I'll read it. Somebody who knows very much about recovery. And they actually said to me,
they know very much about recovery. Now, there's one person that sticks out in my head that says they know a lot about recovery because they work at a methadone clinic in another country. Okay. And they've always not liked me and slandered my name and kind of always said a lot about the things that I say about my recovery. And the things I say about my recovery or recovery as a whole is because it's my experience. Maybe lack. I don't know. I'm thinking Messy Tessie. That's who I'm thinking. And because she's always had a lot to say, you know, my words about recovery are dangerous. And she literally said that my words are going to kill somebody one day. She literally said that. Has anybody known anything of me that I have said that could kill someone?
No, you pretty much have tried to steer people in a positive direction. That's just hating on you, man. I wouldn't even give that.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, that was like, you know, last year. Well, she still does it. But when I was talking about recovery on a regular basis, and hi, Lisa loves her pup. When I was talking about recovery on a regular basis is when all of this was going on. So let's continue.
Not try to help. You're trying to help people. That bothers her, I guess.
Yeah.
That Sophie was live. At the start of it, she was talking about coming home from her doctor in the morning and the sun hitting her the right way. What?
Now that's ridiculous. The sun hit me the right way, so I was compelled to go live with you all on IG. I said no. I was like, every time I make this drive and I hit it at the right time, I'm at the top of a mountain where a ski resort is. I'm at the top of a mountain. It's like 3,252 feet elevation. And you could see everything from up there. Like you could see mountains. You could probably see Virginia from there, to be honest. Yeah, like mountains as far as you can see, and the sun rising above all the mountains. It's beautiful. So I went live on
To
IG
show that, to try to show that.
to show that. So let's continue. But the sun wasn't hitting me the right way and compelled to go live with no.
Wow.
What
It sounds like a romance novel or something,
It does. Sounds like she got a crush on you.
Listen.
It's open before the sun comes up. A methadone clinic. That's what.
All right, let me go back a little bit.
That Sophie was live. At the start of it, she was talking about coming home from her doctor in the morning and the sun hitting her the right way. What doctor is open before the sun comes up? A methadone clinic.
And a Suboxone clinic.
That's what. They usually open around 4 to 5 a.m. Also, if she's dosing daily and she doesn't take home, then there's a reason for that. Failed drug tests, not doing counselling, etc., etc. That's also the reason she's going to bed so early. So she has to be up at 3 a.m. to get to the clinic. Well, that and her dose could be doing it. Wonder what her dosage is. If it's above 70 mg, then she's definitely still trying to catch a buzz from it. And then they asked me if she was on methadone or Suboxone.
So, there's that. Yesterday when I went live, I grabbed my box that I keep my Suboxone in, and I got it out. I didn't show the writing on the bottle, but I showed my bottle. I took my 56 Suboxone wrappers that I have that are unopened, and I showed it to everybody. And I was like, that was my one day out of the month that I go. You've showed your strips before, a whole handful of them, clearly not a daily dose's worth. Exactly. And wondering if my dose is, if my dose is above 70 milligrams, then I'm doing it to get high.
Well, that's not true.
Exactly. Exactly. Everybody's chemistry is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body speaking about methadone, everybody's body breaks it down differently, and, I'm actually on 16 milligrams of Suboxone a day, 2 strips, 2 8-milligram strips a day. And,
they want to know my dose level, don't you? You guys, you guess how much I take? I take about, I'm not going to tell you.
MTT, good morning. She says, one would think the reason a clinic is open that early is because regular people get addicted. People who have jobs, those people who start work early need to go before work. Exactly. And my Suboxone doctor is there that early. Exactly. Sophie Queen Cindy says the same thing. Suboxone and many MAT clinics open super early for those who work. I work in harm reduction, and we open at the crack of dawn for those who work earlier than most. Yeah. My doctor, my Suboxone doctor, comes in at 5:30. I don't see how he does it. I honestly don't. He comes in at 5:30 in the morning, and he works at that doctor's office until, I don't know, probably around 11. And then he's at another clinic by 1, and he works, until they close in the evening.
Because he's making mega bucks. That's how he does.
Oh, God. Yeah. And he does that 3 days a week. And I go that early because, hell, I'm already awake with my husband getting up. I'm already awake. So why not I'm literally there 10, 15 minutes tops. If my appointment is at 7 a.m., if I get there like, a couple minutes before 7, I'm out the door and back in my car by 7:05 or 7:10, So I would rather go early as fuck in the morning and get that over with. And I have all day to do what the fuck I want to do,
All month.
Why not?
Me too. I go
once a month. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once a month. So yeah, I did that yesterday. If you guys haven't watched and you want to see that, it's on my stream from yesterday afternoon. I got all my strips out, all unopened. Well, there was 53 of them because I had taken my 2 for Wednesday and then my 1 for yesterday. And I took my other 1 for yesterday while we were live. But Susie says, I used to pass the methadone clinic. What is that?
Now they're going to say you were getting high during your live stream. That's what they're going to say now. She admitted to
taking my pearls.
That's what they're going to say.
Fuck out of here, man.
I know.
And I was on my live. And then after that, I was on Siwa's live, and it's just like, that's exactly it, MTT. They lack common sense. They have no common sense.
None at all.
Susie says, I used to pass a methadone clinic walking from the railroad to my office. There was a line waiting at 6 a.m. because they had to go to work. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's really not.
So yeah, I just had to, because she looks and sounds ridiculous. Like she's calling me out for something. It's like, she wants me to get high so bad she can fucking taste it. She wants me to get high and fuck up so bad she can taste it. She's salivating over it.
They do that to me too. It's that anything that affects us negatively, they almost orgasm over. Like, I fucking don't get it, man. It's like, why are you guys so invested in this? Yeah. I don't understand it. And talk about people's medical shit. Why? Yeah. Why are you talking? Not only, well, if you're a medical professional, you should know better than that because you deal with the HIPAA laws all the time. But so like Brooke over there, she should be the last one talking about anybody's medical stuff. She should be leading by example. But to talk about when and where you're driving to your doctors and why you're getting up at that early, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And somebody's like writing to her, like, oh, if she has to go daily, it's for a reason. You don't know who the fuck goes daily, where they go, when they go. It's none of your business. Yeah. See, now I'm starting to get pissed off about it.
Yeah, and that's how I felt yesterday. I was pissed off about it because, the other night, Maria had said something, it's unusual for a woman Sophie's age to go to bed as early as she does. No, and then she gets up. It's not unheard of.
Haven't you heard the old saying, early to bed, early to rise? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Is that what it is?
That's the one. But I mean, it's a lot of people go to bed early because they like getting up early.
Yeah. Yeah. Cindy says she goes to bed at 9. And Cindy, some days my husband is so tired after work. He's in bed. We're in bed by 8 because he has to get up at 4:30 and then he leaves by 5:15 and he has to drive an hour to get to his work. And then he works all day and has to drive an hour home. Like he's gone at 5:15 in the morning. He doesn't usually get home until 6:15 in the evening. I mean, same, MTT. If I sleep in, I feel like the day is wasted.
If I sleep till 9 a.m., the day's wasted for me. I get up early as well. I normally get up about 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot done during those 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff done. So,
like on the weekends, we'll wake up at 7 a.m. instead of 4:30. And it's like, I wake up at 7 and it feels like the day flies by so quickly. because I've already wasted so many hours sleeping, you know? And that's right, Celia. Listen to your body. When you need to go to bed, go to bed. Don't stay up. You'll miss stuff, but you'll catch up on it the next morning, I promise.
I feel like shit if I sleep in too late. I wake up, I literally feel like shit, and it throws my whole day off.
Yeah. Yeah, they should try it. They might feel a little better. They might be in a better mood because they actually get the proper amount of sleep. Selfie Queen Cindy says, I am a morning person, so I go to bed early and I wake up early for work. My body feels better that way. Yes. MTT says she used to go to bed at 1 a.m. and she hated it. All right, Martin's mommy can chat now. She's at her keyboard. No, mine won't either, Cindy. Mine won't either. On the weekends, I never sleep past 7 a.m. As soon as I wake up and look at my phone to see what time it is, and it's like, 6:37, I'm up. I'm like, oh God, I slept this late, really? Barbie says, I'm up by 5:30 and I don't work outside of the house. It's exhausting being a kept woman, eating bonbons all day. Right, girlfriend? Thank you. That's it. Nothing on the internet is worth missing sleep. Period. Nothing. But yeah, it is unheard of that Sophie goes to bed so early. What? She goes to bed at 10 or 9. It's for a woman her age. She shouldn't be going to bed that early. I'm like, what? Kendra, I figured you were a night owl. I figured you were. Yes. But I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's look at our poll.
Guys and gals, I'm going to be showing a nice
yes, tell them about
screenshot today. You don't want to miss it. It just got sent to me. It's great. It's about old Harry the Weasel. He's not going to like it, but y'all might like it. It's you want to see this one. Trust me.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss it.
He may go live while I'm live. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Cindy says, I agree. There's no way I will lose sleep for YouTube. No freaking way. No. I love my sleep. I take my sleep very seriously. I do. Yeah, Wicked. How does it affect them what time I go to bed and what time I wake up? It doesn't.
In their mind, you're on YouTube all day, all night, and you got 1 million stock accounts, and you're responsible for 80% of the dirt going on. And
that's just not true.
But that's what they think. They think that about
I know.
me.
Yeah.
Like Tony Peaks.
Woman says, I think my early bedtime has contributed to how peaceful my life is. It keeps me out of trouble. Yes.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Last year when all kinds of crazy crap was going on, and it's like I would wake up the next morning and my name was thrown all over the place. And you remember that? And I had no part in it.
What happened last night after I went to bed? I'd have to give you the rundown of what bullshit exploded after 8 o'clock. And it was always something.
Yeah. And my husband would make it the joke, like, you always get in trouble when you're asleep. Like, I know, I haven't done anything. Hey, cringe police. That's why Maria is rocking those large and in charge eye bags. She doesn't sleep. Yes. The comment of the day. It's craziness.
Thank you, Barbie. I appreciate that.
Good morning, JJ. Unheard of to who I always consider the source of the info given on the tube. Yes. What time?
4:30.
4:30 Eastern.
Oh,
good morning, JJ. Yes. I'm not losing sleep over anything that isn't important to my real life. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Sherry. Good morning. 7 months ago when I joined YouTube to defend my life against Benny, I was a zombie. I was staying up all night. I was stuck on the phone all day. I became obsessed. And everybody that I know of has come to that point.
Yes, me. I've been there. I've been there.
Yes. We all have been there at one point. And you just kind of have to put it down, step back, and start choosing the places that you go and the people that you talk to so it does not literally consume your life.
Or you got another option. You can be like them and completely double down and immerse yourself in the bullshit and ostracize yourself from your family and friends and become a total shitbag. Or you can just be a decent person and scale it back.
Yes. Yes. And, I've had this conversation with Cajun Sherry before. Not long ago, actually, I had this conversation with her. Like, there's nothing that important going on that it interferes with your day-to-day stuff, because she runs a business, and she's got to give that extra 50% to everything because she runs her own business. And if she's consumed with all of this, then she's not giving that extra to what's important to her, And it also fucks with your mental health too.
Yes, it does. And it basically, I believe is part of the blood pressure issue I've had the last couple of days.
Probably.
You may not even physically, you may not be even stressed out mentally, but physically it takes a toll over time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it may be time for a break here soon. Maybe, who knows?
Or just let's scale back a little bit,
I've been trying to. It's
you've done good. You've done good. Nothing is worth your sanity, right?
Yep, that's it. Ghostface, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, people's priorities change. And it sounds like your priorities change for the better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, when you're younger, you can do that, but when you hit, I don't know, 35, 40, it's time to, change things up because your body's not liking that stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. These women in their 60s, late 50s, early 60s are they're not taking care of themselves. Sleep is very important. Yes. Oh yeah. Sleep recharges the mind and the body. It does. And JJ yesterday, she said that she had to take her son to a very important doctor's appointment at 7:30 this morning. And it's like not only methadone clinics are open early like that, and it's just, it makes no sense.
A lot of surgeries.
It's just, they're just trying to find something.
Well, a lot of outpatient surgeries take place very early in the morning, things like that. So, but
yeah,
they don't care. They're just looking to throw an insult out there. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I played that yesterday, and I was like, this shit is so ridiculous. So I played it, and I showed that, that was my monthly doctor's appointment, the one day out of the month that I go, unless I get called in for a strip count, and then it's twice a month. But thankfully, JJ and her son got good news, no surgery for him. Thank goodness.
Nice.
Thank goodness. It was a bad accident, but it wasn't. It could have been worse. So thank goodness for good news.
Absolutely.
That always helps. That always helps.
Family and health, two very important things.
In my city, you might get an appointment with a specialist at 10:30
p.m. Yeah, p.m. Yeah, you never know. It's their schedule.
Oh, wow.
Specialists, they work random hours because they're in surgery during the normal hours.
Yeah, normal hours. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, LabCorp opens at 7 a.m., and it's not only methadone clinics are open at 7 a.m. My Suboxone doctor gets there at 5:30. So there is a person that is there at 5:30 a.m. for that appointment too.
Well, they're an asshole around the clock.
Before my appointment. Huh?
I said they're an asshole around the clock, so they should focus on that problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Not our problems.
Exactly. There's somebody that has that appointment at 5:30 and 5:45 and 6 and so on and so on before I even get there. So it's not unheard of for people to have early appointments for stuff. And it's not only methadone. It's ridiculous. And I'm 99% sure who is saying this. and you need to leave me the fuck alone because you're starting to look silly. JJ says, yes, 7:30 a.m. we had his appointment. The place was packed that early. Several orthopedic doctors there. 7:30 a.m. for an orthopedic appointment.
That reminds me, my daughter was in an accident about 6 years ago, and she went through her physical therapy, and she used to go to physical therapy before school, before high school in the morning. So she would have an appointment about 6 a.m. Physical therapy. So that just reminds me, there's all kinds of stuff open. It's just a matter of them trying to throw an insult out there. And think about what they're doing. You know, they're hitting us with this type of insult. They got nothing. You got nothing. Yeah. You're gonna throw an insult about addiction. That's the best you got. And you're also showing your hand, showing what kind of person you are. So yeah, keep it up. I mean, you're the one that looks foolish. They all look foolish. You know, not the person in recovery. We don't look foolish. She doesn't look foolish. I know I don't look foolish because nobody. I walk around and the people I'm in contact with daily, they respect me and I respect them. You know, so who looks foolish here? They do.
Yeah.
And I said, apparently Suboxone, because I'm.
Yeah. So now that we've talked about it, I'm going to play that again for people all the way through. Fair use.
The fuck up. You actually, somebody sent me a very interesting message today. Somebody, and it said, hold on, I'll read it.
Look at her.
Somebody who knows very much about recovery.
Very much about recovery. They
actually said to me.
Okay, go for it, girlfriend.
Read it.
That Sophie was live. At the start of it, she was talking about coming home from her doctor in the morning and the sun hitting her the right way. What doctor is open before the sun comes up? A methadone clinic. That's what. They usually open around 4:45 a.m. Also, if she's dosing daily and she doesn't take home, then there's a reason for that. Failed drug tests, not doing counselling, etc., etc. That's also the reason she's going to bed so early. So she has to be up at 3 a.m. to get to the clinic. Well, that and her dose could be doing it. Wonder what her dosage is. If it's above 70 mg, then she's definitely still trying to catch a buzz from it. And then they asked me if she was on methadone or Suboxone. And I said, apparently Suboxone, because I'm not going to tell lies about people. She's put that out there. But I just thought, this is somebody that, I don't know any of this shit.
You're right. You don't know any of this shit. That's the only true statement she made right there. She doesn't know any of this shit. True statement.
Yeah.
You should clip that right there and put it on loop. I don't know any of this shit. I don't know any of this shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. And then send it to her and say, next time you want to run your mouth, play this.
Yeah. But she knows nothing about it, but she's got lots to say.
So take the word of some nitwit that emails you. Okay. Did you fact check that?
Yeah.
Because the first thing she said was a lie. You explained the whole sun thing. So totally twisted and manipulated right from the beginning.
Every bit of it.
Yep.
Every bit of it. But let's see. Let me see. I think this might be the one.
But you know what, Sophie? See if you're struggling. Just take a Suboxone. Just do that. Instead of all crying like little bitches. Which is off her rocker or off her Suboxone, one of them.
So there's that. And here's her. Oh, yeah. Here's her making fun of my husband right here. Hold on.
Push your husband, and there he is. There he is. He was making soap in the slammer. This is Mr. Beach. This is Mr. Beach. You must be so proud, Beach. So proud.
That you posted some stupid shit you lifted off of the freaking internet?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like that right there made her look even dumber to me. Wow. No, you cannot catch a buzz from Suboxone.
No, you can't.
It has naloxone in it, which cancels it out. You can't inject it. You can't snort it. And the naloxone in it cancels out that effect.
Yeah. And for those like turkey teeth over there that doesn't know what naloxone is like, it's Narcan.
It's Narcan.
Okay. Right? It's Narcan.
it does the opposite effect. It's so somebody's overdose, you administer that, it brings them out of it. So if you try to take a bunch of Suboxone, then the Loxone in the drug cancels it out. So you cannot, well, you probably can take too much, but it's designed to.
Well, I mean, I think it's after 32 milligrams, your body doesn't accept any more of it. It's just like you're wasting it by taking it.
Right. It voids itself out. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it can't be abused. That's why when somebody asks about the MAP program, I always steer them towards Suboxone for that reason, because it can't be abused. Squeaky Juice has a question. Can I ask a question about the Suboxone? How is it ingested, like as directed? Just wondering. Sorry.
Sublingual, right? Sublingual, right?
It's well, they have strips.
Do those strips go under your tongue or on your tongue? Because the pill
they go. You can either put it under your tongue or you can put it like in your cheek, like between your cheek and your teeth.
So it's a sublingual type of thing. Yes. It has to absorb into your mouth, your gums.
Yes. And they also have pill form. Hold on. Grab my box here. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm away from the computer. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and open up my afternoon's dose, and then I'll just close it back up. But shit, I don't want to show myself, but fuck it. My hair is in a ponytail.
I used to actually get Suboxone, but it was before the strips were out. I got when it was relatively new, and I was receiving the 8 milligram tablets, and I would get they're 45 a month, so I was taking 12 milligrams a day.
Okay. Hello. No makeup, Sophie. Okay. So they come in strips. You open the strip, and this is what they look like. Thin orange. They're nasty. They're super nasty.
It tastes like an orange peel. Like an orange peel kind of.
Orange lime is the taste, is the flavor, orange lime. So that's what it looks like. And then I always fold it in half like that. And then I just stick it under my tongue, because that little crease in it fits in that little stringy thing under your tongue. It always goes, and it fits right there perfectly, and it doesn't move. No, it's fine. It's this afternoon's dose, so I just fold it in half, and it'll stay good. But yes, for those that didn't see yesterday, this is what I get at one time, all unopened. All of those, one time. Now, how many people do you know that is trusted enough to have this many strips in their possession at one time? Not many. Not many people. Good morning, Krista. Good morning, Piper. Not many people are trusted to have this many in their possession at one time.
I don't know how that works for your program, but for like the methadone program, you have to build up. You have to build up your phases.
Yeah.
So you start out going daily, and then over time, when you pass drug screens, which are observed, by the way, I know mine are. So you cannot cheat.
Well, you go in the room, and then the drug screen lab is on the other side. And there's like that little door thing that you set your pee there and whatever.
Right.
But you go in the bathroom by yourself, but there's 2 cameras in there, and the nurse is on the other side in the lab watching you pee on the camera.
Right, they're observed. So if you pull out a jug of piss, you can't.
And let me tell you what, the women, I don't know if the men have to do this, but the women do, because I don't know, it's women. But we have to pull our pants down to the floor. We pull our shirt up above our boobs. We sit there, and we have to hold our hands up in the air. Hold your hands where they can be seen. So there's no way of you fiddling with anything. And I have to pee in a hat on top of that. I have to pee in one of those hats that you sit in the toilet and you pee in the hat and then you pour it into the cup. I also have to pee in a hat on top of that. So if anybody was going to try and fiddle with the drug screen, it would be really, really, really hard to do. So yeah, our program, it's once a week, and then you go to 2 weeks and then 3 weeks and then 4 weeks. Okay. And I have been on 4 weeks since March of 2020. Like, no, you guys have it all wrong. And it's fine that you have it all wrong. I guess this is an educational moment for everyone, right?
Well, do they care? Do they have anybody in their group of people over there that have any clean time, that have any sobriety?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when they're throwing
do they
shots,
know this? Listen, do they know that these people have clean time? That used to be an addict and is now in recovery and have clean time. Do they know this? I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
well,
I know
they should
because
ask.
they've told me.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna say this for Maria and Graham over there. You have people in your circle over there that are in recovery. So when you're insulting people that are in recovery, that have their shit together, what are you doing to the people in your chat? You're shitting on them. You are shitting on them, because when somebody's doing well, you're going to insult that. You're going to condescend over that. Really? So you're not hurting me. You're not hurting her. You're just exposing yourself for being a jerk off. And the people that are around you, what do you do? They might be fragile in their sobriety. I'm not. I'm rock solid. And you don't want to call it sobriety. That's fine. I take my methadone, my medical marijuana. I don't fuck with nothing else. You should have seen me before. If you would have seen me before, you wouldn't be talking any shit right now, because I was a mess. So what you're doing is you're shitting on the people around you, man. What the hell's wrong with you? What's the matter with you?
Yes.
Now you know. Now you can't say you don't know, because I just told you. And I know that you're going to hear this because she's probably listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Krissa is also in the MAP program. She takes Sobitex instead of Suboxone. Sobitex has just the straight buprenorphine, right? It doesn't have the naloxone in it.
Yeah, some people can't tolerate the naloxone for some reason. It'll still work on them, but they have side effects like severe headaches, extreme nausea.
Somebody was in my chat when I was live on IG yesterday morning and said that somebody in their close group of friends in real life had some kind of a bad negative reaction to Suboxone. So it was like, and they had to quit taking it.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. So it's sometimes they start you on.
Mm-hmm.
They start you on the Subutex, and until you get used to that, and then they try to put you on. They want you on the Suboxone because it has the naloxone in it. But yeah, some people can't tolerate it.
Right. Listen, William, he says, not to sound lame, I drink less. However, I'm comfortable in my addiction. That's a big statement. But you're drinking less is the part that stuck out to me. You drink less. And then, over time, maybe you'll start drinking less than that, and then less than that, and then less than that,
I just encourage you to just stay on top of your health, man. That's all. Just stay on top of that. If you have any type of symptoms, don't ignore them or anything like that. Just stay on top of your health, because that's important. That's all. I'm not a lecturer.
No, me neither. Ghostface says, all party aside, the fact that you and others aren't buying narcotics off the street that could be laced with fentanyl is a win. You're bettering yourself, and that's the best. Yes, Ghostface, and thank you so much. But yeah, you're right. But here's the thing. She is salivating over the thought of me relapsing. She wants it so bad she can fucking taste it. And Anne Graham, you can't tell me that you don't, because you talk about me and addiction and not being in recovery often. Often. So you can't say that you don't want that for me.
Well,
Sophie
I
Queen
get
Cindy
that too.
says, yeah, I still attend a program for recovery groups and to give random toxicology screens because it was what worked for me and
Okay,
keeps me accountable. Yes,
nice.
exactly. Nice.
Accountability. Yeah. That's it. That's called
Mm-hmm.
being responsible. Taking responsibility for your actions and being accountable. That's what these people have none of.
No, not at all. Susie said, "My cousin. I wish I would have been in any kind of recovery instead of the cemetery. And you stupid bitch." Yeah, I'm sorry, Susie.
Well, I would be, if I hadn't have been cured from the Hep C. I was in very bad shape physically then. I would be gone. I would not be here now.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. But I'm in stage 4 cirrhosis, early stage 4, and that's what I was diagnosed back then. If I hadn't been cured and I kept using like I was, I would most definitely be gone. Most of my friends have overdosed or they're dead or in prison.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm here, I'm very grateful for that. But they want to say, "Oh, look at these." Yeah, they want to throw shameful fucking remarks my way. Fine, whatever. I'm a great. I have a lot of gratitude. I know Sophie does too. We have very similar stories. She's been through a lot of similar things that I have. And let's just put it this way: these people wouldn't be saying anything if they could see what's in my head and what I've been through. They wouldn't be insulting me or anybody else.
I agree. I totally agree. But it is what it is. They're ignorant and they don't care to learn. All they care is deflecting on what we say about them and their bullshit. So it's whatever. Ma'am, will you stop it, please? She's been so barky the past couple of days.
Yes, they're in denial, long cool woman, absolutely. Were you given the Harvoni for the Hep C? No, I actually wanted to get Harvoni at the time because that was the go-to wonder drug at the time. But I actually was, I believe, one of the first people in the U.S., definitely the first person in Ohio to take Maverick. And I know you've probably seen the commercials for that. But that at the time, my insurance only wanted to cover that because it was like a third of the cost. It cost me 45 grand for that's what the cost was, but I paid $10 a month. So $30 rather than 45 grand. And it was not Harvoni though. It was Maverick. Just as good of a drug though.
Right. And it's so crazy that people still say that you have it. Well, like it's a dig at you.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They do it to try to insult me, like that's some type of insult. In fact, there was some people that had their screen names as Hep C Mac for a while. That's what they were doing. Yep. They think that just shows you, first of all, what a piece of garbage they are. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's what they use to insult me. Nice, huh?
Yeah.
You won't see that in our chat, guys. You won't see that in the Hive. You won't see that in Sophie's room, in my room. You won't see that shit because we won't allow that shit. And I know the people around us won't do that shit. So, but that's
right. Like you don't see all of these nasty sock account names in my chat or your chat or Jules's chat, or even Siwa's chat.
Nope.
You don't see that.
Neither.
Oh, I know, Nikita. The cost of pharmaceuticals is absolutely out of control. Yes. And where's Barbie's comment? Yes, Barbie has lost her niece last year. Barbie, And then her other niece is still in active addiction.
Yeah, John.
And pray for her. Pray for Barbie and her family, please, people.
Definitely. Yeah, they don't realize that, man. And you know what?
It's the same on Chris's channel too. Yeah, we don't have all these crazy sock account names.
But what we don't know is what everybody's got going on in their personal lives. And you could have somebody in here that just had some type of really, well, there you go. Thumbnail with your face and a needle. I know. They like that stuff.
Same with me too, last year.
But I can handle it. It's really nasty, but there could be somebody in the chat that just had some type of
That's what I worry about.
Right. And they're struggling and they're fragile and they come to look for some support and all they see is nastiness and it could push them over the edge or contribute to them making a negative decision. And I'm not going to be responsible for that.
Right. Mommy is mommy. Hello, Sly. Welcome.
Hey, you know, it's positivity. Positivity doesn't bring the numbers that the beefing does, but that's all right. You don't have to worry about
it. That's okay. Yeah. At least when you finish your live, you know that nobody felt any type of way for somebody in there or something being said or whatever, you know? I know, Sly. I don't think a lot of people, nobody got notification this morning for my live.
No, Hostel's right. Yeah, just those names alone are disgusting. Exactly.
Yeah. And you know, it's tacky for them to say that, but you know, fuck it, I embrace it. Whenever I don't think I have the name things. No, I don't have the name tags on my.
They start them off with the same letter. They must be wordsmiths. Maybe I can be like them one day. You know, that's
right.
They can fucking whatever. I'm not even.
Selfie Queen Cindy's past addiction has been mocked for nearly 3 years, and it hurt me for anyone who is struggling or is afraid to share that need help because of the shaming. Yes, and that's what gets me. You know, like we were just talking about. You know, what about the people that are not as stable as us? You know. Good morning, Black Swan. Yeah, me as mommy didn't get a notification either. A lot of people didn't. There was like, I don't know, 20, 30 people in here for the first 10, 12 minutes.
Well,
they're starting to roll in.
And I did it for Code's channel this morning, and I got the notification when he went live. So
right,
try that, baby.
So yeah, after this live, unsubscribe and then subscribe back, and make sure you ring the bell. And then hopefully next time you will get the notification. Don't do it now if you're chatting. Don't do it now because then you got to wait 10 minutes to talk. So, but yeah, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people weren't here, but like I was saying earlier, John really wants somebody to play that live, his old live of his, where Lilly came up and was talking about Terri Lynn and her experience with Terri Lynn and going to her house and all of those things. But I do think before that live is played, we need to play another live from around that time of Drop the Mics, from when everybody was falling out. Like the bomb exploded March of 2022. And I want to play that one first. And that is actually where I found this clip.
I'm not going to pretend I'm innocent. In my heyday, when I was a young girl, I sort of knew my way around a straw.
It's that live that I want to play where I found that clip. So I think you guys might find it interesting. It's a long live, so we might have to split it into 2 parts. You want me to play it? We might have to split it into 2 parts, but we will play as much of it as we can today.
I want to hear what she's going to say she meant. You know, she's going to try to twist.
Yeah, she's going to try and twist it around and make it to where she's, you know.
She talked about partying, right? Back in her partying days. Is that what she said? What exactly does she say there? It's hard for me to even understand her gibberish sometimes.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
She's going to try to come up with some type of excuse for that. No, I meant this or that. Nah.
Yeah.
Can't do that. We're not even going to entertain that, Ann Graham, so don't try that shit.
No. So we're going to do this one instead. Let's look at our poll real quick. Let me refresh. That's been silly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta go.
Okay, let's look at our poll. Who is more sketchy, Penelope or Muzz and her crew? 17% said Penelope, 83% said Muzz and her crew.
Oh, 45 votes in an hour. Nice. That one's gonna get huge. That one's gonna get like 500.
So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep the poll up on my community tab, and at the end of the live, and we're going to check back and see what it is. Yeah, back when she went to the malt shop, right, Susie?
So you can gauge what lives and what information that the people want to see off of those type of polls. That so yeah, it's let's see what we can get in another hour or so. There might be 100 votes by then.
Yeah, hopefully. So if you guys have not voted, go to my community tab. Sly says statements. I don't record any conversations, audios, videos. I don't ever consent. It shall be adhered to my confidentiality and shall nor others listening to any of my conversations. All right, Sly. Yeah. So go vote. Come back. But in the meantime, we're going to start this live up. Right, Squeaky Juice.
I agree.
Hello. How are you tonight, Maria? Well, tonight for me, afternoon for you. How's things?
Okay, it was going okay until I saw this live going on.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this from Sandy because we've been friends for 2 years. But let me tell you something. When I found out that that they were saying that I was messaging followers, the only person I talked to was Sandy, and that was like 2 weeks ago. About
and that's how you knew. But I'm going to say something because they're not just her subs; they're also our subs. So the subs are mutual. So to say you're going to my subs, no, the subs are joint subs. And I've also had subs come to me. The same person being one of them, and sending me links to things. Who is this? And it was a live about Terri Lynn. And I was shocked. I didn't even know it was a live of somebody I didn't really follow. It was somebody. And so people are bringing things to us. I've had people saying, check out this video. Don't tell me this isn't somebody snorting something. So it's not just you that said, you were saying exactly what I would have said, which is people are saying this to me. You didn't say, oh, she's doing this.
No, exactly. And not even that, Sandy and I were close. And Sandy said, when I called her, she was slurring her words. I do believe she's on something. Like everybody else has questioned how somebody can do a 24, 27-hour live. It was a conversation between two friends. It wasn't, and then she goes, yeah, she's my follower. No, she became your follower now. We were friends for 2 years. Yeah. That's a big difference from saying that I'm messaging her followers and talking about her.
And if that's the case, I'm sure she was probably Brooke's follower first. Maybe Dee's follower first, because we're the only ones that have had a channel after
they're so like possessive over people.
And but I've also had people coming to me and asking who I support. And I know the reason, because people are concerned about John. Is John a racist? But so I know for a fact that Madam over there has been filling their ears. So she's in people's DMs. This is my problem with this woman. The hypocrisy, there's always hypocrisy. So she puts this stuff out there. So she's messaging people and obviously saying, oh, Anne's a supporter of John, but she's forgetting to tell them she's a supporter of Amzi. So, like, I've got nothing against them.
I have no idea who Sandy is. I don't know who Sandy, I don't know who that is.
Against Amzi. I don't follow Amzi either. So why is she saying that when she's friends with that woman? But she's not.
She's even talking to Amzi again. They're friends again.
Yeah, but she's not admitted that to her own followers.
Yep.
She's not admitted that to her own friends. So don't go to our subs and say, by the way, they're supporting John Yates when you're supporting Amzi, because you're a hypocrite. And I don't care if she supports Amzi. I don't care if she's friends with her. I don't care. I've not got anything bad to say with that. Yeah,
exactly, Clark. That's what she's doing.
And yet, this is the other thing.
Just to try and throw something up in somebody's face, I'm guessing. I don't know.
She doesn't care.
I said that that's a former mod and they're doxing that individual.
Thank you, Barbie.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, a friend of mine's on here. He does music. His channel's name is Alizé Swigger. So if you guys could give him a sub, I'd appreciate it. He don't do the drama. He puts up music, hip hop stuff like that.
Oh yeah, everybody sub to him.
Did she say someone is selling Valium? I have a hard time really deciphering what she says sometimes. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
It's ridiculous. Just admit that you talked to Amzi. What the hell are we in 5th grade? Right. It's crazy. Good morning, Colin. It's craziness. Like, why? If you're embarrassed to say that you talk to or you're friends with somebody, then you're not really their friend and you need to stop talking to them.
Yeah,
Period.
it's weird. It's just weird anyway. This is like like grade school cliques.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to say it again. I don't agree with what Lily did. I never will. But every time she was asked a question, do you know what it was like? No, I don't. And I'm not asking you about that. That's nothing to do with me. We're asking you about your bullshit, your backstabbing of Brooke for a start. And she has been. And those little recordings are a small piece of a lot of recordings. And what the thing is, all those mods are in that chat saying, oh my goodness, it's terrible, Terri Lynn, you don't deserve this. But you've all heard the fucking messages. You've all heard them weeks ago. So you all did know she was going after Brooke, and you were all in Brooke's mod chat saying, I don't know where this is coming from. You fucking do. Stop lying. Yep. Don't pretend to be Brooke's friend when you're being two-faced. That's not being a friend. That's being two-faced.
Terri Lynn, she's been hating on Brooke for over 3 weeks, and we couldn't get her to be honest with us and tell us what's going on. We all knew it was because of the super chat. She got mad at Brooke, but we're supposed to walk on eggshells and pretend like nothing's happening, and we question her, and she's like, everything's okay, everything's okay. She was lying.
I messaged her weeks ago when I could sense she was hinting on a live that she had an issue with Brooke. It's been going on for weeks. And I messaged her and said, TL, what's going on? What's going on? What's the problem with Brooke? Please don't do this. You are going to fracture a community. I absolutely
fracture
love Brooke.
A community.
And then I said, and I love you too, because
this community has been fractured as long as I can remember. It's crazy. But at the same time, why do we need to announce who we're friends with? We're adults, right? Anyone who feels they need to know who they're friends with feels very entitled. And I agree with that too. But if you're going to bring it up, then admit it, you know? Yeah. And this was before she got her teeth. This is pre-turkey teeth Anne, I guess. I'm trying to get this overlay off of here, but it's not wanting to go. See if I can get another one to come up instead. Yeah, I don't know. It's not wanting to come off of there.
I was closer to Brooke, but I knew it wasn't Brooke. I knew it wasn't Brooke because I speak to the both of them. And I could see what was happening. And she tries to make it, I'll say it to your face. No, you don't, bitch. You say it in
it's over super chats.
It is over super chats. It is over super chats.
And I have a question. If she is so hard up that she needs money for eye surgery, why did she pay real rent? Because if you knew you were blind last month, you knew you were blind the month before. You knew you were blind the month before that.
Thanks, Clark. That's nice of you. No, Natalie, she said when Maria was there, she went, prove it, prove it. And that's exactly what she did with Brooke. So while we're in this group chat, I said to her, and I'm just going to use the words because I'm not going to hide it. So are you saying you did not call Brooke a cunt? Because I knew we had proof.
She definitely
and she
did.
responded back, she went, you're not listening. And she wrote the if in capital letters, if I did, I will own it. And as soon as she was confronted with the recording of her calling Brooke a cunt, sorry, I don't like that word, but I'm going to say it, she then immediately went to voice notes
That's
saying,
not jokes. You love saying that word. What are you talking about?
And she completely deflected. And this is what she does. And I lost my shit and told her if she needed mental health help to go offline and go and get it. You've just been online all night doing a live. But then she proceeded to go on the following night and start bashing other people. Like, don't complain about people coming at you when you're constantly coming for other people.
You're right.
Hi, Diamond Girl. Hi, Queen of Hearts. Sorry, I didn't even say hello to anyone.
She gave John Yates 500 and Real 1,000.
Teddy, Clark, Natalie.
Why is it your business?
Jules, you did block me from bloody IG.
Right. Why do they think it's their business?
Because she wanted that money. That's why.
That's why.
It's her money.
Yeah. Yeah. This was when they still didn't like this is when it all blew up, Susie. They were friends right before this live, and this is when everything blew up. This is when the growling happened. Exactly, Ghostface. Those creepy, scary, I don't know, recordings of Terri Lynn breathing hard and growling, and I'm gonna get her. This is what that was right here. Promise you, I'm not exaggerating. My husband's looking at me all crazy, like, oh God, are you gonna come and like eat my face off or something? Yeah, this is when all that happened.
Gee.
Why does Terri hate John Yates? I don't know.
Linda Rabbit. Why does she hate him? Because he embarrassed her. When he went on her panel, he embarrassed her. He dressed her down basically with his tongue. She couldn't cope with it. Now, if he'd have come on my panel,
somebody had given, I don't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was Kathy or who it was. But Brooke had went live, and Terri Lynn was supposed to go live at the same time. And Brooke was live, and she got a bunch of super chats that day. And Terri Lynn got mad. That was like the last straw for her, right? So that's what this is from. And then posted that on our channel.
My panel, and spoke to me in the same way, I'd have dropped him. I would have dropped him. Yep. She didn't. So she touched because she was still wanting to be his friend. You see, he fell out with her. But it was like a day or so later when he was on his live and she would have known he was live, he started getting.
Yes, Mia's mommy. Those are that's the recordings. Those, yeah.
Started getting these messages, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't need proof. Terri Lynn, I know you did that shit. Okay, I know you did.
So, yeah, but I mean, I don't like how this turned out. Like the line. First of all, Terri Lynn said nobody's blocked. I was blocked. I couldn't even get on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Until Heidi said that I was blocked, and she still didn't block me. I clicked the link.
Hi, Debbie.
Because one thing I can't stand is liars. If she's gonna blame me and say I'm not, then I said, where are all the people that I messaged? Do you have proof? Is there any screenshots? No, there's nothing.
Same shit that's going on right now. Maria is being blamed for getting into people's DMs. This is from March of 2022, Cindy. March of 2022, and here it is, November of 2023. Maria is complaining, saying, talking about people are saying that she's getting into other content creators, subscribers' DMs, and that's what she's doing now. She's being accused of the same thing now, and I've seen the proof. I know it's happened. But she's always been this way. She's always gotten into people's DMs and shit.
No, my follower Happy. No, Happy was a friend of mine for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then somebody in the chat wrote, but she's a follower. Oh, no, but she was a friend.
I'm sorry.
And Happy said that Terri Lynn was using drugs. Happy said it too.
The thing is, loads of people have been saying it. And somebody actually sent me a recording and it sounds like somebody is soaking something up with a straw. That's all. That's how I'm going to say it. So they came to me saying, don't tell me she isn't. And I sort of was like, oh, well, it could sound like it. It could. I'm not going to pretend I'm innocent. In my heyday, when I was a young girl, I sort of knew my way around a straw. So I just feel people are really being manipulated. I mean, that bullshit. I've missed church today, bitch.
She's missed church since the day she was born. That woman's never walked a day in church. I want proof. Oh, she's too busy sitting on the YouTube channel for 24 hours to tell me how do you sit down for 24 hours to do that? Tell me how. Because her daughters are all older. I have no kids at home. I can't do that for 24 hours.
Unbelievable.
Is that so important to your life?
Unbelievable. And the thing is, she always goes, I love those 3 girls more than anything. We all love our kids. We all love our family. That's nothing new. Like, you're not Santa, but like, this is not a revelation to us. We all love our kids.
Everybody loves their kids.
But you love your kids that much, you're putting out really, really personal information online that they could hear and could be hurtful to them. Because
she does get into DMs, don't she?
It doesn't sound good. Who are we to think has been committing these atrocities against this woman? So it's not right. Like, there's things, be careful what you put out online, is what I'm going to say. It will come back to bite your ass. Is Siwa has found, yep, MTT, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I'm not.
Hi, Virgie.
Do you know, there's something that makes me angrier than somebody denying something, and it's somebody using tears to get their way out of something.
I said it. Those tears. When I called her, those were fake tears. When if I ask you, Anne, did you do something? Your response to me would be like, yeah, I did this and this. No, when I asked her, she's like, she wasn't. I couldn't even understand one word.
It was that.
Are you a child or are you an adult?
I didn't know if she was taking an asthma attack or crying.
Yeah.
She was what?
Clark, I didn't know if she was taking an asthma attack or crying.
It was so fake. It's like, just answer the question. That's all I called you for. Answer the freaking question. She couldn't answer it. And then the call dropped. And then I tried calling back and she didn't pick up.
Damn.
It's deflection at the finest. She was not going to respond.
People know who you are.
And the thing is, she's also talking about that recording that came from a panel she was on 7 months ago. It was me that got that recording. I wasn't interested in what Real said to you, whether he asked you to show him your tits or not. I don't care. The point was, I have heard you multiple times saying, oh, I wouldn't threaten to go after anyone's animals. I wouldn't go after anyone's cats. Why would I threaten to take anyone's cats? You have. And this is what because with this woman, she will not admit something unless there's definitive proof.
Yep.
No, see, to be honest,
DMing people isn't a problem. For me, it was DMing, accusing me with screenshots of saying something bad when I hadn't. I have a right to be shocked by things. Yes, JJ. Yes, I totally agree. What's happening with you right now is total bullshit.
Lauren, I don't even think it is that. I think she uses that to try and get support. Like, oh, I'm sticking up for D so that the rest will go, oh, she's such a good friend, she's sticking up for D. I honestly don't even believe it's that.
She was looking for an excuse to drop me. She was looking for any excuse to drop me. She did not want to answer the questions. And I'm like, just show me proof where I message your followers. Just show me the proof.
And the thing is, she's like, why were all those people on the panel? Number one, I was there to support my friends. I was there for Brooke. But I was also there because there was
I don't care if John was there or not. I was there for Brooke.
And there was other things that I might have remembered, or that maybe I had given Brooke. Well, like that recording, that was me that got that recording from that platform. And again, I don't care what you said to you. You threatened to come for his cat. Right away, she went for his weak spot. And that's what she did in those messages. Those messages that were sent to Real, the first ones even, she said to Lilly, I'm going to boil his cat. That was her. There's no F.
It's not even that hard.
I believe they're now like deflecting on this, saying that, oh, well, I don't think it's TL and blah, blah, blah. Well, March 2022, you put it all out there that it was her. She did do all of these things. But
short
now,
memories.
Yeah. And now it seems like it's so, so out of the question that TL is the one doing all of these spoof calls and all these nasty messages to people about their animals and everything. So here we are, guys. Here we are. Listen very closely.
Isn't that hard to see? You see that after the word, there's a space and the period. It's a bad something that's going on with her computer, her phone, or something. You see it.
When she threatened him the first time, and she called him a fat fuck, she had also, Maria, you were there that night. She had also used the exact same words that night on Dee Vet's panel. She had said the very same words, and that was how he knew. It was two different things. He knew it was her. So much so, I believe Yvette has done a follow-up to this, because she also believes 100% that was her.
Yeah, I do say it was her. I don't care. To me, that electric fingerprint, like Walt said, it's her. It's a defect on her phone or her computer or whatever she's using. It's too obvious. I mean, I wouldn't even have seen that until it was brought up, and it's too obvious. Anybody who's messaged with her can see that. And on top of that, she did tell me that she was crank calling Phil's mother and wife daily. So is that normal?
No, it's not.
Is it normal? Because I blocked Phil and I never contacted him again, and I would never contact his mother or his wife, and that's it. I'm done with him. Is it normal for a woman to keep crank calling his mother, who has nothing to do with this?
The person that just sent me a $20 Cash App, thank you so much. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but thank you so much. Much appreciated. I would rather get Cash Apps and that sort of thing than I would Super Chats, because I can use the money right now, you know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you don't get hit with a bunch of things. They don't take their big cut out of it, too.
Yeah, and I get the whole amount, and they don't, YouTube don't get their cut, and Apple don't get their cut, and
YouTube don't need the money.
Over.
Believe me, YouTube don't need their cut. They don't need their money. Trust me.
When she was on her panel, and they had Shylin up there, and Terri Lynn had decided it was better for Jules to get the blame of that. That is mind-boggling to me, because Shylin is the one that did it, pure and simple. But
what's your name? Prank call my stepmother so she can tell you where to go, right? Yes, Kathy, thank you so much.
For some reason, Terri Lynn wanted that to be Jules that was at fault. And Dee openly said, no, I'm not forgiving Shylin. And Dee was actually quiet that night. I've got to say, I didn't hear a lot from her. But I can't listen for long. I leave. I come in for a little while, then I leave. So she went after Jules, like, I'm coming for you. You better run. Like, really, really threatening. So don't tell me you would not send someone a threatening message. Of course you would. You're sitting on panels threatening people all the time. You don't want to fuck with me. What does that mean?
I know. I don't even know how old she is, but it's just ridiculous the way she acts. Not only that, but I even agree that I even said it on the live yesterday. I don't.
Stop for a minute. Fun size. Hello, my friend. I have missed you so much. I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you for coming in.
Agree with Lilly recording her house. I don't agree. What's wrong is wrong, and that's it. That was wrong. But I'm not going to agree with the lies that Terri Lynn is trying to say, that it's not her.
The situation with Jen and Clint. No, I'm not speaking to Jen. I'm not. But the situation between Jen and Clint had absolutely nothing to do with her. So why she went on her panel and by the way, she said on that panel, if you follow her, don't follow me. She said that. They're trying to say
same thing you're saying now to people, right?
And then she was shouting, denounce Gen Bailey. And I was like, am I listening to an evangelist preacher? Where am I? What? Who gave her that authority to denounce anyone?
Nobody's going to tell me, not John, not Terri Lynn, not Brooke, not anybody that I follow is going to tell me who I can follow.
But you'll
Jules,
tell
can
other
you
people.
See that, MTT?
Right, yeah. That's what I was going to say, but she tries to tell people who they can and cannot follow. No? Why should it be any different? Hypocritical bitches, man.
She'll publicly apologise to you.
Oh, that's good.
And that's the way she's coming across. But the angrier she gets and the more threatening she gets, the more... I've said to Maria before, why does she sound like John Wayne? Like, she starts to really sound like she gets deeper and deeper.
I know, exactly. I did tell John that it was Terri Lynn sharing that message that Envy had sent her. That was a misunderstanding.
And the other thing is, Amber said on her live last night that we didn't defend her when John was making derogatory comments. Yes, we did. I did say, John, don't say that. That's rude, but it's not nice. She's got kids. I did say to John not to speak to her like that. And then she went on, they never said a word. They never. Yes, I did.
So good. Yep. The same people on everything.
More like a John Waters.
Are they trying to say that none of the proof they are speaking of matters anymore? That's what it sounds like, JJ. What it sounds like to me.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, we don't have to like the same people. We're still friends, and we're good friends.
No, we don't.
Now,
I just block Ann all the time.
Now, if you're friends with somebody and they're friends with, say, me or Johnny Mac or Jules, you have to start a problem with them. You have to start an argument with them, and you make them choose between you or us. But we can be friends with everybody. It's fine.
She's a bitch.
I know.
I am.
I need to update my button for you, Maria.
Fuck you, on. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Maria. Fuck you. And yeah, MTT, we have got your back. And I do speak to MTT, and that whole changing their names, whole group of women. To mob names, like, I'm sorry, I'm not with that. That I can't do that. That's childish to me.
But you can call me Methadone Mac, but mob names can't do that. No childishness there, huh?
There we go. Yeah. I hate this fucking mute button. I've decided that Cash App PayPal is the only way I'm giving creators money, no fees, and other creators can't pocket watch. Exactly. And is it nice to get a check from YouTube once a month? Yeah, it's nice. But I would rather get money from, Cash App or PayPal or Venmo or Zelle or whatever. I would rather get that so I can have the money right then and have all of the money right then,
Sure.
But thank you to the people that do donate. Thank you very much. These two who pride themselves on not flip-flopping like others do. Right. This does close my window to whom I'm willing to give money to as to not get doxxed. Yeah. I can't do that to people. Like, I didn't want to be doxxed by anybody, and therefore I'm not going to do that to anybody else either,
It is freeing, though.
To me.
It is freeing. That is true. I gives zero shits anymore about anything.
Yeah, that was.
It was
that
childish.
was very.
But it's bullying.
My concern is this. Well. Here's my concern. I've known Dee and Brooke for years. I don't know Terri Lynn that long. No. Dee and Brooke have been really, really, really close friends. Okay, someone's in Dee's head.
Behaviors with family members.
Dee is trying to blame this whole thing on John. You can blame a lot of shit on John.
All right, I need to read this comment because I got something to say about it. Black Swan says, imagine trying to do these same behaviors with family members, putting people against each other. I would be ostracized for drama.
Sure.
Yes, but Maria does real life too. She does. She does it in real life too. Willie don't want to play with you. Quit barking at him. She does that in real life with her family. So it's no surprise to me that she does it here as well.
You can blame him. He can say you're dumb. You shouldn't talk this way, John. Don't say, but this is not John's fault. This is Terri Lynn's fault after the super chats. John had nothing to do with it. Terri Lynn flipped on Brooke after the super chats. How is John getting found? How is she blaming John for this?
And the thing is, she's blaming Brooke for sending John to her platform that day to apologise. The whole situation would never have happened if it wasn't for her. This started with her having a problem with Cooch about the intro. That should never have went to John's mods. It had nothing to do with anyone else. And if you didn't like the intro, why were you playing it for 3 weeks?
Over here.
I know.
Never understood that. I never understood that.
I don't either. Now she's doing it because she didn't pay or something, and she took it off. Fine, that's up to you. That's up to her. I don't care about that. But don't fucking lie. Don't lie. I can't stand when you lie. And then she's like, Maria, I've been messaging you back and forth. She hasn't even read my messages.
Wow.
Of course she hasn't.
She didn't even read my messages. Don't lie to your followers like you're trying. And she's like, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to act to be like adults. No, we've been trying to get you and Brooke to talk. You won't talk. The only time she went into that chat, she was like all over the place. I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Maria's
I just don't understand what you're talking about.
Though.
No, I'm so confused. And she's gone. How are you confused? Do you speak English? That was it. That's right. Yeah.
This is how they really feel, guys. This is how they really feel about people. Seriously, the money Kathy gave him was between them. If there was a problem, then it's now between him and her estate. And there's that's a whole live in itself, you know. Some kind of personality disorder. It seems like the ignored twin, or she's perceived and thinks that she stands for justice. Black Swan, you're hitting the nail on the head today, man. And I was told she started acting this way as a teenager. And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And so many things have happened over the years to make her the person that she is today.
Mental illness.
Mental
illness. That's what it is. Starting the teenage years. Yep, mental illness, and it gets worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
pain. Exactly. It's.
You see something?
Yeah, and that was her trying to say, oh, Cooch is this account. And John was right. Cooch never did anything to him. She didn't. But everybody was to turn against Cooch. She lost her range as everyone lost their range. It just wasn't right. It just wasn't right.
Yep. And we thought that Terri Lynn was gone from the chat. She wasn't gone. She was taking screenshots of the chat.
Yep, she was.
That's how sneaky she is.
Sneaky.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the thing. But again, don't. Well, I don't know. I feel sorry for Dee. I feel sorry.
I do, because she's torn between Brooke and this. And Brooke is her I told her on the phone today, I was texting with her, and I said, Brooke is your longtime friend. Think about this, because Brooke has been there for you for everything.
She's been with you for everything. So I truly believe a lot of them are mad at John because he got the money and they didn't, and they don't have the opportunity to get it now. Martin's mommy, I agree. They turned Kathy against John the last few weeks of her life. I totally think that it was a jealousy thing. I do.
That's pretty much what 90% of the YouTube problems are, over jealousy.
Yeah. Because she gets attention for it. Even negative attention is still attention. YouTube breeds attention whores. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I used to think having a channel would be fun until you realize that all the BS that goes with it. Exactly, Wicked. You don't want a channel, believe me.
By the time you realize that, it's too late and you're already out there.
It's too late. Yeah. Being responsible with the attention is about character. Bad eggs, that one. Yep. Yes, ma'am.
I know Dee's trying to not make enemies, and you don't need to make enemies, but don't turn your back on Brooke. Don't turn your back on Brooke, because you don't give up a longtime friend for somebody you just met.
But you'll notice when she is confronted with something, and Jules, I've got to say, good work in Brian White.
Yeah, Martin's mommy.
Good work, because I listened to that and she really broke that down. And
I heard him a while back saying that TL was not Brian White. And everybody needs to stop with that rumor and blah, blah, blah. But now she's saying, oh, good work with Brian White. Good work. Like they have completely 360'd what they said a year and a half ago.
Down and showed how it went back to Facebook years ago, and he was commenting on her stuff then, and right back to now, he's following people in this community, but they're supposed to be friends from back years ago. And so it's a sock account, but it's a sock account. She's been commenting to herself for.
Theo is the one who found out the information on Muzz when they were all in the anti-KJ community. Not saying that was a bad thing. She just known for the background things. Oh yes, Coffee. Most definitely. When I wasn't in a community, I was lucky to get one view on any upload. I know, Kendra, it's like a double-edged freaking sword, man. If you want any kind of views or any kind of engagement on anything, you have to put yourself out there and talk to people. But when you talk to people, it's like this happens, you know? I had to create a channel to be on John's panel. Yeah, Wicked. Yeah, you have to have something. The queen of good advice, even if it comes from extreme nosiness.
For years.
So Brian White tried to follow both of my accounts on IG, and Brian White is following this account on YouTube.
So Brian White, so Jules is basically proving that she is Brian White. And she knows this because she records everyone, and she's never addressed it once. That is what she does. She just wants it to dissipate, just to disappear, never hear about it again. Well, I'm sorry, Brian White is here to stay. So she's got to answer for this and explain herself. She has got to explain this.
Yep.
The same as the text.
She keeps saying it was a high school friend or something.
Bullshit. And by the way, Maria, see if you look at his pictures. Who else does he look like?
Yeah.
Wicked.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dan.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what I'm talking about, Maria?
I think I do.
Dan.
Oh, I remember Dan. He used to
Yes.
Make a comment after my videos and stuff.
You are right.
Yep. She can prove the text didn't come from her. How can she prove that?
She can't prove it didn't come from her.
Do you know the thing, Brooke? She could hand over 2 phones, and I am going to believe there's a third phone hidden somewhere under that couch.
You're right, Brooke. Brian White followed me way before I even knew who, or tried to follow me. He did the other account, and I let him in, and then I felt it was a sock account, and I kicked him out. But way before I even knew Terri Lynn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she doesn't use bad language, Batman. She doesn't use bad language.
Lee comes up here soon. I'm going to skip through her part.
No, she doesn't accept
Rachel, you can watch whoever you like, and I'm not going to tell people, oh, don't be in that channel. What I'm saying is, I want people to be open-minded, and I want them to look at what's in front of them.
And then people are defending her, saying that those audios that Brooke played, that they were from a private chat, like a group chat or something, and it shouldn't have been played. I don't care if it was from a public chat or a private chat. Anybody who heard those audios was disturbed with the way she was talking and breathing, and was just not normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told y'all I wasn't lying about it.
Bad throat. No, that was crazy. Why would you leave an audio like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was scary. It was.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold up. Why are we hiding people?
You stop.
No, who's hiding people? I have not seen that.
I have. Can the person who's hiding send me a message on IG, please?
Yeah. I'm not seeing any comments that I think.
Thank you, Breezy Girl. There's one more. Can you unhide?
I don't know what her problem is.
Breezy Girl, can you unhide the other one?
Shauna, good morning. Good afternoon. Wow. Rather, good morning. Good afternoon. Right, yeah. I think so too. It is difficult, and I have not been live because all this nastiness. I am forcing myself to do it today. All the hate makes me lose motivation. It does, Cindy. It does. It does make you lose motivation to do things, But that's why I would go 2, 3, 4, 6 months in between times of going live sometimes, I totally understand. Good morning, Wanda. They kill me saying they need proof. Like John had a script for something, but they needed to see the bottle, but that wouldn't have been acceptable. Right. Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow on Kendra's channel, she just put her link in the chat. We are doing a craft small business market on her channel, 1 Eastern. And if there's anybody that wants to be involved with it, if anybody has a craft or something that they sell, let one of us know, and you can come up, and you don't have to, well, you can show the product, but you don't necessarily have to show your face. And talk about it. And it's okay, Sherry. You can talk about it and show it, and we're going to try and sell our product tomorrow. Thank you, Wicked. Yeah, check it out. They showed the blood screening and still they called him names. Proof means nothing to them. Agreed, Barbie. I totally.
Wow, what happened? A little glitch. How am I not getting MTT?
Yeah, please unhide Batman Greg. Can somebody unhide Batman Greg?
I know what's happening. I'm trying. Why am I not?
Thank you, Breezy Girl. Okay, that's it. They're both.
But MTT's been hidden as well. MTT's been hidden as well.
MTT has been hidden?
Yeah.
Can we unhide MTT, please? No hiding anybody, please.
No. If you think a comment's rude, just remove the comment.
But Pretty Bird, how are you?
She said, do you think that's right? 4 people on a platform. Brenda was only waiting to speak about something that happened with her and Amber. So the 4 people, and you hardly said a word last night, Maria. It was Brooke, John, and me. But she's got many panelists at a time on her platform, so I don't get what the difference is.
Yeah.
She had a lot of people on her platform when she was attacking Jules. Yeah. So she did.
Is MTT back? Or did she leave?
I hope not. I hope she's not away.
Let me see if she hasn't. Okay, thank you. There she's going to be back now. You know what really is upsetting? The amount of people that heard those audios and still said that it was wrong to play her audios. How about saying there's something wrong with her? There's something, she needs some type of help.
Well, MTT questioned.
Maria needs the help.
Yep, but MTT, I'm sure, questioned stuff that was put out from a private group, and nobody else really questioned that. Am I right, MTT? Because you weren't happy that, you know, she's making supper. She wasn't happy that something came out for a private chat. So for me, it all depends who releases it, you know?
Thank you, Kathy, so much. I'm finally have a day off. I enjoy being in the bushes, but it's nice to chat too. I'm glad to see my favorites have lives going or scheduled. Thank you, Kathy. Will somebody put Selfie Queen Cindy's link in the chat, please? She said she's going live today. And JJ too.
It all depends who releases it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Breezy Girl, and Breezy Girl is a wrench and TLs. I don't care.
Yeah,
she'll make her own decisions. She'll make her own
Breezy
decisions.
Girl is solid. She's never going to backstab you. She's never. If she has a problem, she comes right to you and tells you.
But the thing is, whether Happy realises it or not,
solid,
Happy's been talking to TL, talking to you, talking to Brooke. Nobody forced her to speak to the 3 of you. That was her choice. So you can't
Brenda, she wants to go up.
You can't speak to all these people and then complain, go to her and say, well, I was told this, and they're trying to turn me against you. No, you were also communicating with those people. And I'm just saying, don't put that on media. Don't put that on media. But the other thing is, Terri Lynn has been in our sub, because she's also our sub. So Terri Lynn, what are you doing in our sub's ear? Like, why are you talking to our sub about us? It's against terms of service. Yes, it is. See, I didn't watch the whole Holly thing, Jules. To be honest with you, I didn't really see that because I miss a lot through the night. I was coming into live, saying hello and leaving.
Service
because it gets too long and it can be monotonous, to be honest.
Against terms of service for a subscriber to talk to a sub about another subscriber, that's not against terms of service. Sorry, but it's not.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Breezy Girl, I am so sorry about that last night, and I did tell him to leave you alone because
I know I was worried about Breezy Girl last night.
He did come for you, and I was quite upset about that. So I'm so sorry because I felt so uncomfortable sitting in a panel when somebody is coming for you. So don't think that I agreed with that because I don't.
If the rules apply to one, applies to all. She needed to remember that. Yep.
Yes. Thank you, Vault.
And TL saying nobody's blocked. Everybody's welcome. As soon as I made a comment, I knew I was blocked. She's a liar. If you have people blocked, then don't say nobody's blocked. Don't lie to everybody. Why are you lying? And then when Happy said, Maria, do you want this public or private? Go public. I have nothing to hide. Read my whole messenger. Read all my comments. I have all my messages.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to say, no, let's go private because I have something to hide.
Right, JJ.
No, I'll say it.
How would YouTube control a content creator contacting another content creator's subs. Like, that makes no sense. Oh, nice, Kendra. If anyone has Roku, there is a Housewives Vault channel. I am in heaven. What time are you going live, Cindy?
I think it said 7.
We both talked about
7:30.
I believe so. Yes.
All right, cool.
Oh,
that.
Happy
right?
suddenly came into my DMs yesterday, writing in block capitals, if anyone goes on that panel tonight, I will block them, blah, blah. How did Happy even think that I would be on that panel?
Yeah.
How? And I lost my shit, and I spilled my guts about a few things, and I would openly tell you here what I said, but I would be speaking about private information about 2 people. But it was stuff that Terri Lynn told me
about 2 people.
I've got voice notes and something she told me on the phone, and I spilled my guts about, and it was, I was
4:30,
trying to highlight
Sherry.
the hypocrisy. That was all.
Johnny Mac is going live at 4:30 Eastern. Selfie Queen Cindy is going at 5.
Oh, it's 5? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At 5 Eastern. 7:30 is her birthday stream. Happy birthday, Selfie Queen Cindy. Happy birthday.
Yes, definitely. Happy birthday. I'm sorry I missed that.
That was all. That was the only reason. But I was like, really? So it's all right. And I did lose it a bit. And I was upset yesterday. I had quite an emotional day yesterday. So, and I explained that to her. I did apologise. So we spoke, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But why did you come at me? Why did you even think? Because nobody knew I was going to be on that panel, did they?
No.
Apart from maybe people that were in that chat. When I said Brooke, no, because I said that to Brooke privately.
You know, shit gets out,
Nobody
right?
knew I
You
was doing
tell
that panel.
somebody something privately, it does get out.
And it was over a week ago. About a week ago. And I said, Brooke, I will go on panel with you when you need to go live. And she was like, oh my God, would you? And I was like, definitely, absolutely. Because I knew she was in the right. And it wasn't about just taking Brooke's side. It was about taking the side that I felt was right.
Yep. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
No idea. Yep, Steve Ball didn't have any idea.
Yep. No, exactly. So why did that sub come to me with, and it was written in block capitals? So that means that TL or someone, what must have been TL, was in her ear.
Like you're in everybody else's ear?
Yeah, the recordings tell the story.
Who have I dropped the link for?
For Brenda. Brenda Faye.
Okay, Brenda.
Yeah,
right,
she didn't get a chance to really talk yesterday.
Okay.
Brooke had receipts. Where Terri Lynn's? Terri Lynn's never going to have receipts because you're supposed to believe her blindly. You know, to wake up in the morning and have her saying that I'm messaging her followers, I was like, oh, this is something coming out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see what a backstabber Happy turned out to be.
Yep, the recordings, the videos.
I have nothing to hide. I told Happy, say it public. I don't care. Everybody has said it. I'm not the only one. It's not normal to be on live for 24, 27 hours.
Brooke, have you heard from JY today? Hello.
What is it?
Okay, hi, Cindy is going live at 7.
Hi.
Cindy is going at 7 since Johnny Mac is going at 4:30.
You sure? I appreciate it.
Hey, Deadly, how are you?
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. And I'm going to hit my my notification bell for your show, too. I'm going to swing by and say hello.
Yes, of course. Her birthday is the 20th. Okay, I've told her happy birthday 2 different days now, thinking it was her birthday, and it's still not her birthday. George has me all fucked up with this shit, man.
We're going to miss the bird. Watch, on the 20th, we're going to miss it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So if we do, I'm going to say it again now. Happy birthday again.
Honestly, Anne is far worse with being very nasty with her mouth. I was surprised by her DM considering I didn't do shit to her or Maria. I know, JJ, it was nasty. It was bad. They're right about that, though. I guess she meant right. They're right about that, though. TL never has proof, never has receipts. She talks in circles and confuses people on purpose. I'm still waiting for the proof Jules talks shit about her mom. Yes, Ghostface. Yes, I totally agree. And she does that shit on purpose. That's why I can't watch her. Because, like, I see right through the shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. I will be 48 on the 20th. Oh man, happy first birthday to your baby boy, Fun Size. Yes, Fun Size. Yes, that's what I thought, Ghostface.
That picture's adorable. It really
is. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Hi.
Hey, Brenda.
Sorry, I've been hiding people in the chat and I didn't know it.
That was Brenda. She was falling asleep and she kept blocking everybody.
But it wasn't about. But I'm
You can fucking do it.
them no more.
Not me.
I can barely hear. Hold right.
Gut feeling. I had a gut feeling. I told Brooke and I told Maria the
Good
day
feeling
before
about TL.
that, and I've always said I'm an honest person. I tell the truth. I won't lie, and I don't care what I say. I stand behind it 100%.
Yeah. And I found that
Amber, you set everybody up. You set everybody up. You didn't just set her up.
Yeah,
You
she
said
did. She
we
really
were all
did.
friends. You went behind our
Everybody.
backs and you started reading messages. I don't care if you didn't say the name. Nobody's lying right now. You can write whatever you want. We're not blocking you. We're not lying. You dragged us on your live. We didn't drag you. We never have dragged you, and I'm not dragging you. We're not doing a live dragging you. Okay? But you're that bitch, and because you want to be that bitch, you decided it's okay.
Yes,
You can drag us because our friendship didn't count for shit.
Oh, George, good luck, man.
I've never met a woman who growls either.
I know. I have a gym membership,
Are you here,
and
Bruce?
I
I'm
haven't
here.
been
I'm
in
just really mad
forever.
because like last night after that live, let's see, one, two, three people. Well, and I'm including D because I assumed that by not responding to me and then coming at me sideways in my text and not answering the phone when I called and all those other things that she was one, but three other people made up excuses to stop being friends with me. And you know, one of them was Teresa. Teresa heard me sit there and take up for her. I brought up the fact that, you know, Envy did that stuff on Siwa's channel. I took up for her. I defended her. Then she does a live about me last night. Like, and then Nurse Jen comes at me sideways and says that she was really hurt
Not
for me
sideways.
anymore because I didn't thank everybody. I just thanked those that were on my panel. Who's the third thing? Oh my gosh, who's the third person? Oh, yeah, those are the three. Okay. And so anyway, now I just happened to glance over there in the chat and Teresa said, look at her back over there with Jules. She lied. No, let me tell you something. Again, I'm going to tell everybody. And Dee, you've already know. I have been transparent about Jules. Jules and I spoke. Then we stopped speaking almost as fast as we started. I told Dee the day it happened. Okay. Because I'm not shady. I told Dee everything. Then I don't even remember why she got mad. Then she unblocked me to send me something the other day. Dee knew about that too. Because I sent it to her and Jules wanted me to. Okay. So she knew. And then again, I thought maybe there could be, because they were being, well, cordial for a second. Through me. Then after that, I believe Jules blocked me again. Then she unblocked me and told me I needed to get Dee to shut her mouth. Well, actually, I don't even know how I messaged her. Maybe she had me unblocked still, but I told her to leave Dee alone when she was streaming the other day. Okay.
Yeah.
Then after that, I guess that's what it's block, unblock, block, unblock, block, unblock. Again, Dee, you know every last bit of the story, and Jules is right here in this chat. To call me a liar.
Call me a
All of you
liar.
over there. Again.
About
something that I've told the truth about from the beginning is
from the
asinine.
beginning.
You guys are on
For
lack of a better term, a witch hunt. Okay. And
Not
you're trying
a
to throw
witch
me. They're trying to throw me under a bus that I don't belong under because I didn't do anything but be
Not
honest.
a witch hunt.
Indeed, for you to block my phone number just now, again, at least you didn't block me last night. You weren't responding, but you blocked me today. So here again, an excuse to not be my friend.
I know.
When all
It's
of any
so
of y'all have to
cold
do is
here,
say, look, I'd rather be
Kendra.
on the other.
Kendra, it's so cold here right now, though. Need to get my ass back in the gym, and then in the springtime, I can go hiking.
Side. I'd rather be TL's friend. Do you think I care about that? Furthermore, does anybody not even think or realize that you could be friends with both of us without having to be partial to either?
Yep.
Okay.
You could come and go. You could come and go
No, they
between us.
can't.
I don't want anything to do with Terri
No,
Lynn.
they can't.
I think she's
It's
very
not
toxic.
possible.
I think
Yep.
she's
They won't let it
dark
be.
energy. I don't want anything to do with that. So now there is nothing to be fixed.
They won't. They won't let it be that way, though. You know, like look at all these people in my chat that were in their chat, and they tried to do both, and Drop the Mic wouldn't let that happen. You know, they started a fight with the person for nothing, literal nothing, and basically made them choose. Well, here they are, right? Here they are. You chose correctly, my friends. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, it's ridiculous. They say one thing and do the complete opposite behind the scenes. You know.
If she had held herself accountable, been honest about everything she's done, and I mean everything, TL, I could have maybe respected that and kept her at arm's length. But no, I'm done. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Done.
So for everybody, so for you to sit over there and say I'm lying whenever you know I've told the truth, why? Because you see me being friendly with Jules today in the chat. Sorry, because after everything, after all of it, the people that cared about me and care about me saw what happened last night. And I don't care. Like, for you to sit there, like, you already took your stand as far as I'm concerned, Dee. If I was trying to hide something, do you think I would be talking to her in the chat? I don't have nothing to hide today, and I didn't have it to hide last week, and I won't.
The thing is,
but it's apparent what's going on here. It's that mob.
Even when Jules wasn't speaking to you, she had your back. You know, that is a friend. Even though you weren't in communication, she still had your back. She still would not call you a liar. I've heard her on lives. I might not agree with everything she said, but I heard her saying, I know Brooke's not a liar. I know Brooke's not a liar. She still had your back, even though you weren't speaking.
She still feels the same today.
And thank you. And I know that. Well, I didn't really know that, to be honest. I mean, I guess a few of you told me that, and y'all are telling me now. But here's the deal. Like, I just can't even make words right now, because I don't know how many times, and Dee's even has always said I'm not a liar, and she knows better. And I've been freaking honest with her about every last communication with Jules.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So for them to call me a liar over there, and Teresa, for you to go live last night and say the things you said, you were selective. You didn't hear me defending you and taking up for you in my stream. Okay. Because you said I let Shelly, listen, Diamond or whoever was in here just now, I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled, said, I'm sorry about what I did in your chat. I wasn't looking.
Yeah. And now they're calling the subscribers trash, like literal trash, for being friends with me and you and Jules and Sly and Amzy and whoever. The people that they don't like, the subscribers are being called trash for being here. And that's not okay either. Wouldn't that be against terms of service? It's not, but you know what I'm saying. Hey Tracy, how are you? Brooke, stop doing behind the scenes and lying. Yep. I try to remain objective now. I learned from my past mistakes, but some chats are not comfortable for me, especially if JJ is being mentioned by the chat and the creator. There is no way. I totally understand that, Cindy. I totally understand that. You feel like you're betraying your friend because you're in a chat where she's being talked about and not so nice. I agree. It's been nonstop for like 2 years, Wicked. It's crazy. This was March 2022. Here it is December 2023, and shit's just gotten worse.
I wasn't looking at that freaking chat. I don't know how many super chats I missed last night.
What?
It's just one thing after another. One person after another, they're ripping into them. And it's the same in their chats. I'm not comfortable going in their chats neither. Because if I say hello, I get ripped apart.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yep. So. Yep, immediately. Exactly, immediately. And it's like, they purposely do this, talk shit about people, one person after another. If they get tired or they see their chat is getting tired of them shit talking one person, they'll go on to the next because it's content for them. They say that my content is playing them. Their content is shitting on us, and that's why I'm playing them. Like, they don't see it that way, though. They don't see themselves as, the people that we know that they are. They don't see it.
Mental illness.
Mm-hmm. No one is trash, though they do behave trashy. Exactly, Black Swan. Bored mean girls have no content. Yes, Tracy.
Last night, because I wasn't looking at the chat. And by the way, if anybody's in here that sent one, thank you. Because I didn't know. I wasn't looking at it. And it's not that I was avoiding looking at it. It's that I was trying to really focus on what I was saying, because I was only addressing this one time. So everything that was said, everything that's being done, why can't y'all just come correct and say, I don't want to be your friend, because evidently that's what the requirement is to be over there. Because that's not how it is here. And somebody, and Terri Lynn, you're saying that I told people, or people in your chat are saying that I said not to watch. I think I said the exact opposite. I said, do not unfollow them. Do not quit modding for them. Do not quit subbing to them. Because we can all coexist and be friends with each other, even if I don't like somebody or they don't like me. That's what adults do. And I've never said otherwise. I never said for people to choose. I never wanted to put D in the middle. The person that put D in the fucking middle was Terri Lynn from the beginning. From the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately, now here at the end, when shit got real hairy, I was calling D and I was asking her. But, D told me a lot of shit that woman was doing behind my back. So I thought she was on the right side of this. So to see her on that panel this morning, ignoring me last night, destroyed my heart.
I'm sorry, Brooke.
And for her to have blocked me today over this fucking shit, that's not a friend.
I thought she was on the right side of this. That just hits me some sort of way.
Because she knows better. I don't care if somebody in your chat says I'm lying, because I said, thanks, Jules, for doing the live earlier. You think if I was hiding anything, I wouldn't have said anything in this
Right,
chat.
Celia.
Mm-hmm. And that's about all I have to say about anything right now. But it makes me so mad to get called a liar when I pride myself on being honest. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to say I've never lied or whatever, but I'm going to say that I strive to always tell the freaking truth, even when it's not easy.
Yep.
And to me, that says a lot about integrity and character. And that's why I always want to be known for having good integrity and good character.
I couldn't not come up.
Welcome, Jules.
Hey, I couldn't not come up. Hold on, let me get away my tears. These are the emotional Jewel tears that you guys always hear.
I don't like to hear Jules cry. I'm gonna skip through it.
No, but they like to hear that. That's their goal. It seems like a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for some reason, they like to give it to her worse than everybody else, and I don't get that. You want to know why? Because they see a way to affect her, and they just freaking triple down on that, man. They're like pit bulls, man. They lock down. They don't want to let her go.
Yeah.
It really is crazy the amount of shit that they throw her way, man. And I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I know.
Except for the shit that they throw at me too. I mean, I get a lot too, but she gets a lot, man. Like more than anybody would think. And despite what anybody says, she's a woman, and it has to get to her. At it gets to me. I know it gets to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's been taking it for years longer than me on here. So shit, I don't know, man. I don't know how she's even still on here dealing with these crazies, but she is. That builds.
Yeah, she's doing good.
She's a strong person. I can say that.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I didn't want to hear her cry, so let's get through that part.
Yeah, rabbit pit bulls are exactly wicked.
It's like buzzards waiting for the moment to strike on their prey. You're right, JJ. Hi, Wind Whispers.
What is it, Bob? What's wrong?
I don't. Jules guns for people, and she goes hard.
Yep.
Hey, Bob. Hi. I'm feeling a type of way right now, and I'm just going to be honest here.
Yep. See, that's exactly why. I'm out of here, guys. Goodbye.
Peace out. Bye.
That's okay. That's fine. What is it, Bob? What's wrong?
I don't. Jules guns for people, and she goes hard, and she guns. And just like, I love Dee to death. I love her to death.
Yeah, I love Dee too.
And Jules, she gets a hair up her ass, and she goes to the nines. She still talks about jugs. Like, girl, let it go. That's the problem I have with you, Jules. Instead of having a conversation, you go live, and then you block, and then nobody can talk to you. Because I got proof for
You
days.
wait till Jules.
Why is Vault even in this? Vault doesn't even have a channel. Why is she in any of this? Why is she still in this shit now? She doesn't have a channel.
Why are they letting her trash Jules when Jules ain't on the panel anymore? I mean, that shows their character right there.
Yep. Black Swan says, what Momo does can be insidious. One won't realize the control until they do something Momo doesn't like. That's it right there. Everybody thinks that she's a good person and she's fine and she's so funny and all the things until they do something that she doesn't care for or talks to someone that she doesn't like. Oh, Vault does have a channel. She does. She didn't, but she does now. Sorry. She does. That's how much I pay attention to her. So she does have a channel. I consider going hard as just speaking the truth. They don't like hearing the truth. That's right, Tosh. They are going fucking crazy right now that I'm playing this. They probably went and privated this live thinking that they were going to stop my live. But I have this privated on my channel. So that's what they did last weekend. I was live and I did it on purpose. I played it from their channel when they were talking about Angela Jade and Chicago Muscle. I replayed it on my channel last weekend and I streamed it straight from their channel to see what they did. 48, 49 minutes in, they put it on private. So what did I do? I went and picked it up back from my channel and started right where we left off. But I wanted to show everybody that they are the actual pussy ass bitches that we've always said that they were. JJ says, I don't think I've ever heard Jules lie, not intentionally. Being mistaken isn't the same thing as lying. And when she has been mistaken, she comes forward to correct it. Right, JJ? And that's only the right thing to do. You know? But, yeah.
For days, honey. Days.
I know, but you know what? I'm going to tell you
to-
this. Go ahead. You can finish your thought. But whenever we talked about the jug situation and all that stuff, I have it. And when she called this morning, she asked me actually that I clarify this with you. And I told her, or if I did, but when we talked initially a week or whatever ago it was, she said, "Did you tell her about the IP address thing?" And when we talked about it initially, I had totally forgot that. I don't remember who did it, but do you remember whenever Lisa's husband was getting kicked off of, she was on stream and he was getting kicked off of the game that he was playing a couple times, maybe one night or a couple times. Well, that was the verification that IP address did match. And when we spoke about it, I had totally fucking forgot to bring that up. It totally did not come across my head. And then, like I said, she asked me again this morning, did you ever clear that up with Vault? I was like, no, but I will. I have totally forgot. And she got mad at me again this morning. Why don't you do that? Why didn't you tell her? I was like, I don't remember. It's not malicious. I just did it and I will. And I still haven't had time, obviously, until right now. But we need to talk about that. But and I think that a lot of it is because it's the same thing as me.
Yeah, timestamp is key in all of that, and I think that's what I'm trying to get across, Jules. It was not the situation with the whole IP address thing. It was not a true test. If you wanted to truly test it, you would have sent one link to one address to one account, one link to another account, and never have sent to Jugs' personal account. It was the timestamps and the manner that it was hit. The Newark was Newark, California. It was not Newark, Delaware. It wasn't Newark, New Jersey. It was California. This is why I think Lily's a piece of shit. Because just like Lilly sat here doing this other stuff, she did it back then too. She was behind one of the accounts and she let people take the blame for it. She let people's children get blasted, everything. But the fact of the matter is that shit happened so fucking long ago. Let the fucking shit go. Do your lives, Jules. Do your lives. You got a problem?
I know. And you know what?
Have a conversation with D.
Yeah, but she's super like
I will, like I said, I want to discuss this with you because but at the end of the day, like after all this has happened, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, Vault. You know, I fucking respect the shit out of you. But if maybe in this one thing that we can do, and I even told Dee last night before this live happened, I said, tell Terri Lynn she's more than welcome to come in my chat and talk. I said, because wouldn't that be something for everybody for this not to go how we want it to go, for it not to be a big ordeal, and for maybe it can go a whole different way, and we can actually show everybody that we can be adults and we can talk things out and be okay. And I hope that we could do that now, because I can't ignore the people that have reached out to me and that have helped me and that have been there for me. And when I didn't even know it, now I'm finding it out. Yep. And I know that I know that there's animosity there. And I hope that, because I don't ever want to be stuck in a situation like this again, ever. When I love people and care about everybody on this panel, and
Look here. Aren't those so pretty? This is Drop the Mic's community tab. 23 hours ago. What's Maria doing? Well, honey, if you didn't know what I was doing, I wouldn't know what you were doing. I don't post about you. You post about me, and then I repost about what you say about me.
She put that up?
Yeah.
When? Yesterday? Why?
Yeah, 23 hours ago.
What's Maria doing? What's that supposed to mean here?
Me hiding behind a tree, stalking Maria.
Oh, okay. I don't get it. Like that's that's a lame ass post.
Yeah. Because they post about me and they talk about me on lives, and I repost what they post about me, and I stream what they say about me in lives. So,
okay,
who's the stalker?
Well, right, see, that's why I didn't get it, because if if you were stalking her, then I would have gotten it right away, and I didn't get it. So. It's stupid. It really is stupid.
Yeah.
Now, to take the time to make that,
right?
I mean, that's projection at its finest, right there. Maria, what are you doing? Literally stalking Sophie while making that post. You're looking at her picture. You're photoshopping that, and you're taking the time out of your life to do that.
Yep.
That's weird, man. That's just don't make no sense to me, man. You're an adult. How old?
Okay. To them or me?
Her. I mean, like, you got nothing better
60?
to do. You know, like I don't know. Like I would rather just sit there and FaceTime my grandson or something. You know, he gets all excited when he sees, you know, my face pop up on his iPad. So like I would rather do something like that. 8 minutes after. Well, there you go. She thought that was going to trigger her or something. That in her mind. Oh,
I didn't see it until a day later. So.
That's lame. Yeah. She's a lame. Maria, you're a
8
lame.
8 minutes after I started my live, she posts this, alluding to the fact that I stalk them when in reality they're stalking me.
Yeah, when you have to explain it, yeah, it does lose some impact.
Yeah, definitely. This but I just don't get it.
This one's about as good as the frickin' cricket.
The cricket? The cricket. Supposed to be in a cockroach?
Yeah.
I need to find that.
I think it's got to be on the community somewhere from a long time ago. It's got to be down
there. Yeah, we can find it somewhere. At least you're pretty, Sophie. Imagine Momo peeking around a tree. Yikes. Who let the beast of Bray Road free? Yeah. You back, Sly? You got frozen.
Yeah, it's weird.
And even though I didn't like...
Strange. They're so weird. But they can definitely match their energy. JJ says, I want grandbabies so bad. My kids want to finish school and be married first. Darn them. Right?
They're a blast. I love it.
Even though I didn't like Jules, I still cared about Jules just like she did me. I mean, we were friends for a long time.
And I'm not an unreasonable person. You know that. Me and you have gone at each other's throats. But the one thing that first of all, the one thing we never did was we never went live about it, dragging the fuck out of each other. That's one thing. And at the end of the day, we had a conversation. And I think that's where the breakdown happens, is there's no conversations had. Like, yes, this shit with the Terri Lynn, it started 2 weeks ago. I sat there quietly because I want you guys to hash it out.
I know. And listen, and when I was talking to Jules, even though Jules is to bring up D, that was my whole entire, like, whenever we started talking that night and we talked for like several hours, I was thinking in my head, maybe, just maybe I can make these two talk again. And I thought the Saturday night last weekend, whenever she sent me something to send to D, I thought that was going to be the night it was going to happen. And I think, I don't know, I was just hoping that there could be a discussion, because a lot of that time I was on the phone, Jules was explaining the whole Shaylin thing to me. And I brought it back to D, and I told D, and I was literally thinking that I could help try to mediate this situation where they don't have to be friends, but at least they could just listen to each other and hear each other out. And that's really what I wanted. And it couldn't be achieved. And Jules is right. I ignored her for D. And I did do that. So, and maybe, just maybe it could happen again. But the way I was just treated by D, I mean, I can't believe what just happened to me. But she knows I'm not a liar. But she knows this.
No, I ain't lying.
I don't understand why it escalated to this level. I really don't. And I'm gonna say here, yeah, I shared that mod chat shit, and I told Terri Lynn
she did. Code of conduct. Only snakes share that shit.
I'm not taking no code of conduct training, and code of conduct went out the door when Amber brought mod chats on her live. Code of conduct went out the door. I was like, yep, go ahead, go right the fuck ahead. And I put in there, just remember, what's good for one is good for another, because she said that was not me, that was
what's
Amber.
Good for one is good for another.
You can't get mad when that shit turns around back on you. You cannot get mad. And yeah, I fucking did it. It was wrong. And she wasn't coming clean with it. And it was wrong. And it was making me sick to my stomach.
Oh, and a drink. Sorry. I want to drink from Wendy's. Hey, get me a Diet Coke, a medium. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to mute. I have the chat up. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, the whole thing is making me sick to my stomach. I just feel like people are forgetting where it actually started, why it started. And it started because she did not want to have a conversation with you. Not yesterday, not on Friday. 2.5 weeks ago.
No, because I wanted her to be honest.
Right.
And that was too much to ask.
Right. It's when people get in their head that they have a preconceived notion on somebody and they want something to happen. And was it over Super Chats? Was it over John Yates? Like, I don't know how many people have said they don't care about John Yates. Lily's a piece of shit. Like, everybody has said that in both mod chats, have said that they don't agree with what Lily did. But why is it coming down? Why is that put on every single one of us? Why is it put on you? We didn't video that. And why is that video
Nope.
up? The video up
Not
if it's
because
so
of anybody,
triggering.
but not only that, but I mean, you're right. And I was willing, and I told Dee last night, that she could come talk and we could iron it out, even if because she wouldn't do it privately, we could do it publicly. And even Jules with Dee, even though Dee's not talking to me anymore, maybe, just maybe, I mean, I want to urge everybody to squash all of everything, as hard as it is, as much as it hurts, at least just talk, so we're not, because this has got to stop, all of it, all of the dragging, all of, somebody said in the chat, they're going to all go real life, all of everything.
Except for with the
needs
witch.
to stop.
Except for with the witch.
Yeah, because it's just comical at this point. The money wasn't on the card. The money wasn't on the card.
Bill,
I'm sorry. You've got to understand at this
listen,
point,
guys.
comedy with her. She gets so freaking mad. But anyway,
March 2022, I think she was more obsessed with her then than she is now. I don't know, maybe I don't know, obsession. Still with Siwa, March 2022. Or is it Black Swan? Hi, OG.
anyway, everybody, I just urge, and like I said, even if I'm not going to be friends with Dee because she blocked me or whatever, I just urge everybody and I see Savage in here, and even you two, I mean, please, for if y'all don't do anything else, like, it is not too late to at least discuss things calmly and civilly so that these things can stop happening around here. I just, that's my only hope and wish, even if it doesn't include me. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We've all been hurt. We've all been offended. We've all had a lot of shit happen to us just for being in this community. And I will also, regarding IP addresses, that was, Jules put it out, but I found it. Like we all know who I had do that. It was my fault.
And you had a conversation.
Was my fault.
But you had a conversation.
Everything.
And that conversation, that's all Jules needs to do. Just have a fucking conversation. Like, I'm not going to get into it about that. And if Jules wants to have a conversation with me, she can have a conversation with me. I'm not, like, unblock me. Have a conversation. But be prepared that I'm going to say things that you probably don't like. I will say them kindly, as best as I can, as best as my accent allows me to. But, like, have a conversation with me. She blocks me on every freaking platform. I'll hear you out. Leave people alone. Stop with the dragon. You don't like it, Jules. You don't like it. You don't want it. You want to do fun streams. So why are you doing it to others? Let's just move the fuck on from this dragging all the time.
Yep.
I agree. And the only way to move on, though, is to talk. And to talk and then understand each other. Like, I hated Vault. Like, I hated Maria. No offense, Maria. I think I can't believe, I respect you. I can't believe we went through a pause where we stopped being friends because I can't thank you enough, and Ann and everybody else in Vault. But I hated you just as much as I hated Maria Vault. I did. You were second runner up. And what happened? We talked. And I'm like, and again, two people on this panel were my nemesis. I love you too. And we talked, and it's possible. Anything's possible if everybody could just respect one another, just for 5 minutes to have a discussion, or however long it takes.
But Brooke, we're all different, and some people are more honest than others. And I think we've all got different personalities, and we've all got good traits and bad traits.
You really want to talk about honesty?
And the reason I respect and love you so much, Vault, Maria, Brenda, you're all stand-up people. You know, you're honest and the same. Marie Savage, I love Marie Savage. What you see is what you get. You know, I do. Jules for different reasons too. MTT for different reasons. There's nobody in this chat, and I don't hate anybody online. Not even Siwa.
Not even Siwa. Not even Siwa. When Brooke confronted you about Siwa. What did Siwa do to Brooke? Does anyone know? I don't know. I truly don't know how all this started with them two. I don't.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop down. Sophie, I'm gonna hop down for a little bit.
Okay, all right. Get you some rest.
And maybe relax.
Yeah, get you some rest. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
I will see you guys in a couple of hours, though.
Alrighty. All right. Bye bye.
Have fun. I'll see you in a bit.
So, we're almost halfway through it. People have their own brains and emotions. We all have different boundaries and forgive in our own time. Demanding forgiveness never works. There you go, JJ. You're right. You're totally right. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here. Jules was going live at 1:30. So we're going to, if y'all want to go over there, we can go over there. All right, Sly. There's a Reddit post that just came up for me. Brittany, really? You got a puppy like you need another mouth to feed? Won't be long before the female pizza grifter for the dog starts. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Yep, she's going live right now. So let's go over there, and I'm going to do some things around the house and listen. So you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. We'll figure it out.